What's up, YouTube land? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I have a special guest, okay, in the building, a legend, okay, in this business, Megan Bad Ebony from the House of Ebony, a Chicago LGBT socialite. Welcome to the show, Megan.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. I appreciate it.
I first met you many years ago. You were young. This was before your transition. You were trying to find yourself. You were just in everybody's circle trying to get what you get. And you wasn't in the ballroom scene then, like in the house. You was just trying to make it. You know, in Chicago, they had what they call a family scene. And you remember that. Do you remember that?
Yes. It's a part of my history. I remember.
Yeah. So you had a crush on me.
I did. I did have a crush on you.
I was in the scene. I was young. I was in my 20s. I think you were 18, 19 years old when I met you. You were young.
Probably younger than that. Probably like 16.
Yeah. So because you started in the scene young. So
yeah, I started really young.
And then because it was really big in Chicago, they had the house party scene. You remember that?
House party, and it was also a part of the family scene.
Yes, and it was so iconic because memory served me right. I think you was associated with the Kardashian family, but you wasn't a Kardashian.
Exactly. I was very close friends with the Kardashians, a couple of the leaders in Kardashian, but I was never a Kardashian. One of my it wasn't my first family, but one of the families that I mostly made my name in was Golden at the time.
The Golden family. That was Anthony Golden. And they used to say he'd be pissy. And that was like the rumor. He smelled like piss. And at that time, he was dating Sonny Monroe.
Yes.
The mother of that. And so it was like so iconic. But I remember you because a lot of people say who you are. This is a friend of mine from Chicago. And I just remember the impact in the family scene. Like it was a close knit, you know. It was always fun. It wasn't nobody getting, you know what I'm saying? It was some drama, but we had a ball. Like we was in basements, like on Shasha, on 118, 17 South Wallace. Like we would go there and party.
Yeah.
We would go there all in Inglewood. Like it was in the hood. Like people don't understand what I'm saying. We were partying in the hood.
In very dangerous places.
Very, very, very dangerous places where we were partying and Kiki. Like when I tell you we were partying in the hood, like, and they didn't bother us. Like from my understanding, like we didn't bother. And some of us, like including myself, I was on public transit. Like I remember taking a bus and the train, you know, before I, got a rental. I used to do that just to get to the party, where the girls was at. And I've always had a dream, like to be an entertainer, like to be an interviewer. And, we would interview you and you would kind of co-host to be the guest correspondent. And it was so and you remember back in the day.
You still have that footage?
I know. I don't have that footage. Only thing I wish I could track that footage down, but I don't have it anymore. But I just remember, going to those parties and just being around peers. And I just remember you just being in love with everybody. Like you had a crush on everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
But I love the fact that I remember you and Shasha at that time. I think she was a Herrera, I believe.
She was in the house with her brother, but she was also a golden.
Okay, she was a golden, and y'all had a party, and
Cockiness.
I think Shasha stole the money
Yes.
and did not give you your share of the money.
We had collaborated on a party together, and it was my first time ever hosting a party. I was really really young, like I'm talking like young. I had to be at least like 15. And she was well in her 20s, like reaching 30 almost. And we had hosted a party together. And she, at the end of the night, when we was collecting money to get in, at the end of the night, we had separated the money, and it wasn't adding up. We were charging to get in, but the amount that she gave me or the amount that we split wasn't the amount that was adding up. We had drinks and everything and all that. And I'm just like, what? So I haven't lied about it. We talked about it. It was a really big thing back then. But yeah, we're
Yeah,
cool now. That's my sister.
yeah, I remember, and it was so controversial because you were talking about this experience. You know, at that time there was no like Facebook Live or Instagram Live.
No, it wasn't. We actually had, if you can remember Wiley, because it's funny, you used to have a show too. And we
Yes,
had the blog talk radio, so we would
yes,
talk about it on the radio, and everybody from the family scene would join the radio and listen for hours,
hours.
hearing us talk and rant and go off and promote parties and all of those things. So yeah, that was a few. Oof, that was like what 10 years ago.
Yeah, about 10 years ago because I started, yeah, about 10 to 2010, 2011. That was about 10 years ago. So when the radio show part when started on Blog Talk Radio, I wasn't popular with the girls. Like Sonny had the ear of the streets, like
Yes.
all because he was associated with Holly, you know, Holly Kardashian.
Hmm.
He had the girls on his show, you know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
controversial. I was bored. I wasn't in my zone like I am today, and all that went away. Like it's no more Coleon family, it's no more Beckham family, it's no more Kardashian family, it's no more Golden family. I want to ask
Yeah.
you because you still been in Chicago since that time to now. What
Hmm.
happened? Why did it go away? What happened to the families of Chicago? What happened to
So
that scene?
I can tell you. So let me give a backstory for the people who are listening and don't really understand what's going on. So
Okay.
in Chicago, well, all over the United States, they have a ballroom scene, right? So it's in every city. What you see on like Pose or what you see on legendary HBO Max, of people competing to go against each other in their houses or whatever, like they Vogue or Walk Runway or whatever category. They have those. That's called ballroom. But then you also have what's called the Kiki scene, and the Kiki scene is for more so of the younger generation that wasn't allowed to get into balls in the 80s and 90s, and early 2000s because they were too young. So they would hang out, in New York, they would hang out by the pier. In Chicago, they would hang out up north in Boys Town. And they basically was younger, like they had the younger scene, and they would develop like they would call it the Kiki scene because it was more so of like I won't call it a joke, but it was more so like the categories that they would come up with. You wouldn't walk in like what they call mainstream ballroom, which was the bigger ballroom, which is what you like I said, what you see on HBO Max and for Legendary in Pose. But in Chicago, during that time, we didn't have a Kiki scene. We had what's called the family scene, and the family scene was more so driven around um, it was more so like LGBT family, like our chosen family. These are the people that we met coming out as gay, coming out as trans, and we latched a hold of them like, hey, you'll be my mother, you'll be my father, you're my sister, my brother. We're living the same life experiences, and we can grow off of each other and learn things from each other. I didn't know how to properly have anal sex and take care of myself, like as far as sexually, until I joined the family scene and I was taught, oh, this is how you actually supposed to do your hygienic, you know, preparations before having anal sex. You have to clean that area out. So someone had to teach me that because I didn't know. And of course, that's not something that your mother or your family will teach you because that's gay, and sometimes that's looked down upon. So you have that gay family to teach you stuff like that. So like I said, in Chicago, we didn't have the Kiki scene. We had what's called the family scene. So that's what me and Wiley is more so talking about when we talk about the Goldens and the Corleones, the Kardashians, the Christians. So your question was, what happened to it? So we were the generation that really set it. Like, we the ones that grew it from the bottom to the top. And the younger generation that came up under us was supposed to take it and make it grow, continuing on. The younger generation didn't want to listen to us. They gave very, we them bitches, we grown, why we listening to y'all. So they didn't want to continue to carry the torch of like family scene. And then New York, which is where the Kiki scene is mostly produced and like it's really known, started to travel over to Chicago for various reasons. And they started having Kiki balls and Kiki families here. So the Kiki scene started to grow up more. But the family scene is still around. Like we all communicate with each other still, but we don't have as many parties or balls as we used to back 10 years ago because you know we I won't say we outgrown it, but it's kind of like it was for when we were younger and
Mhm.
finding ourselves. And like I said, the younger generation that came up under us, they just felt like they had it on their own. They didn't need to listen to us. So we tried to pass the torch, but they didn't want to take the torch. So and then the Kiki scene, like I said, the Kiki scene came about, and they started producing in the Kiki scene and started walking the balls in the Kiki scene. But the family scene, like I said, was more so of a family structure. Like they didn't have like a ballroom background to it. It was more so family oriented. I cook, you come over, we all eat family style, we go out, we go bowling, things like that. Kiki scene is more so you walk a ball like mainstream Kiki scene and I mean like mainstream scene, but yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
much what happened to it. Is that
because when I started, I was what was the Contrell family, the Rajay family.
Rajay?
Yeah, I was in the Rajay family. That's how I met Diddy, and of course, she's Tiana. She transitioned. She's identified as a woman now. But I just remember that we were young, and I remember Kentrell bought a building, and we would have parties there, and I just remember how packed those parties used to be. It used to be
Oh
so
yeah,
packed, like, and
yeah,
we were kids, we were young, and then hell, some of these people were drinking when they wasn't even 21. You know what I mean?
yes,
So
yes.
that's just how iconic the moment was for the culture, and we did it, and we fell in love. To this day, I still remember. I don't know the younger ones because I left the Chicago maybe 6 years ago, but I still
Mm-hmm.
remember the Halleys. Rest in peace to Jaquez Beckham. I still
Yeah.
remember like the iconic people that was there. And I definitely remember you, and
Mm-hmm.
I see the glow up of Miss Beverly. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the glow up. I remember before her glow up, and I'm like, I'm turned on instantly. By her glow up. And speak about your public work as well, because you have started to do things in the public HIV awareness, like testing and all of like prep. Like I started seeing. I was shocked. I would have never thought that you were been doing that type of work. Like, what made you
hmm
get into that?
So, I actually Beverly helped me to get into it. Not so much helped me, but she helped me learn. She helped me land my first job working
Okay.
in this field. But before that, I was going to like Broadway Youth Center. I was going to like the little youth and rec centers after school to do something with myself when I was younger. Just being gay and wanting to be seen as being gay. I've always been loud and proud about my culture and my background and from where I came from. So um, back then, I used to go to all the LGBT centers and I used to look at the counselors there or the people that would talk to us. And I I really just like felt, oh, this is something that I really want to do when I get older. I want to become an outreach counselor, and then it went into I want to become a social worker. So I just what happened? I went to a couple focus groups.
Hmm.
They saw how passionate I was, and they hired me when the position became available. They hired me. It was more so like a network thing, and I tell people that all the time. This field of work, as far as like HIV prevention and outreach and all of that, it's more so of like a network. They have to see that you want to work in this field or have a passion for it before hiring you. They just don't want to hire someone and not know how they feel about the topic because it's a very stigmatized topic. So they don't want to just hire anyone. They want to know how you feel. They want to see like your background in it. So yeah, I easily joined this field, and I've been in it for 7, probably 8 years now. 7 going on 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember like the transition, and I think y'all was on Billboard. Like I think Bell was on the Billboard one time because I do keep tabs of what's going on down my timeline.
Yeah,
Uh,
she was on the Prep for Love campaign. It
yeah.
actually won a lot of awards for that campaign. It was produced nationally.
Wow, that is so dope. And you know, you in that, I've never seen you in a fight
One of the
that I
top.
can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I had got a call. I'm on my phone. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I never seen you in a fight like you beating people up. I've never seen it. I've just always seen you just the life of the party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being lit. Like that's what I seen. You have always showed me love. I showed you love. I could just remember of all the people. I want to ask you: is J Mo still around? J Mo is he still around, or did
Yes,
he move
yes.
out of Chicago?
No, he's still in Chicago. He lives on the South Side. I just saw him not too long ago. So yeah, he's still around. Yeah, that's
So
my uncle.
I remember the Roman family was just the sexiest. That was like the sexiest family, right? So yeah, and we also experienced loss being in there. I remember Jack was like pretty much like our first that I can remember lost in the community and how hurt we was as a community. I remember we was tweeting WTI because he was missing and he was found and he was commit commit suicide. And I just remember that moment as we were young and if he was still living, he'd have been in his 30s. You know what I mean? He'd have been like around the same age as me, and as I see us now more mature, did you ever think you would be doing what you're doing today if you if you had to go back 10 years, you ever think that you would still be in Chicago still and doing public service work? Did you ever think that you would be doing that? And
Yeah,
also in the bar on thing too.
yeah. Hold on 1 second. I have another. Um, I have something um else lined up right after this. I'm sorry, but yeah. I always had a fear of leaving Chicago. Like I don't know why. I love to travel. I just don't like the means of travel. Like when it comes to flying, I hate flying. But once I
Mm.
actually get there, I enjoy myself. But I always felt like, how can someone pick up their whole life and move to a city that they've never been to? They don't know anyone there, and all of that. Like my entire family is in Chicago. All of my friends, or most of my friends, are in Chicago. I have developed friends because of the ballroom scene outside of Chicago, but I don't see myself ever really leaving Chicago.
Mhm.
Um, I did say if I was to leave Chicago, I would probably move to like Washington D.C. or Baltimore to help further my career in like social work and like um, activism.
Mhm. I see that. I see that. Yeah. Well, I see that.
I don't see myself ever moving though.
Okay, I see that. I had the choice. I had no choice but for me to move, but it was such an honor. I was nervous. I was scared. And 6 years later, had a life here. And my closing question, ballroom. You in ballroom. So what are your successes? Like, what to run down your resume? I don't know if they deemed you a legend or no.
Um, so about that. So I am okay. So how we were saying about the family scene, I'm legendary in the family scene. I got presented a plaque. I got deemed at a family ball and everything. That was in 2017. So I'm already legendary in the family scene. In the ballroom scene, which is what a lot of people um, know about, like they don't really know about the family scene, the Kiki scene,
Yes.
because it's a lot more underground. Like it's different sectors within the gay culture. But the main ballroom mainstream, which
Hmm.
is where, like I said, you see HBO Max,
Yes.
Legendary,
Holes and all.
Pose, you
Yes.
see all those shows. I
Yes. S- Hold on. I think she got another call. She's talking about ballroom, about being
this
deemed
calls me.
mainstream. And a legend is a person that's in the ballroom scene. It goes by the length of time, correct, to being a legend. About the length of time and about how long you've been walking in that particular category to be a legend. So which category did you walk?
So in mainstream, I walk drag's realness.
Drag
Um,
realness. Okay.
yes. So let me break that down for you as well. So drag's realness um, is because although I identify a lot of times with being transgender or being I'm also gender nonconforming myself, but I
Mhm.
associate myself with the transgender community because I have a lot of experiences with the trans lifestyle. I date men who are trans attracted. Um, I have done sex work before as a transgender woman. Like I've lived the life of a transgender woman, but I technically don't have any operations or any medical or surgical things about me that's transgender. So I don't take hormones. I don't have any surgeries. I'm just naturally
Yes.
like,
And I was shocked that you said you did sex work. I was really shocked. I knew you did it, but I was surprised. But I understand. And
yes, that's a part of my history. Like
so
I definitely engaged in sex work for survival needs. Like it was at a point. I remember distinctly back in like 2015. I was looking for a job heavy,
Mhm.
and I couldn't find one. I remember going to Target, and one of my friends worked at Target and gave me all the questions, like the answers to the questions that you're supposed to answer when you go on the interview. Like he gave me, like, this is what you say, this is what you say, this is what you don't say. And I did it to a T. Like my speaking skills are amazing and they always have been. So when I was on my
yeah, she's talking about her job there. I think she get found cows. Go ahead.
when I was on my interview, I basically did that and I produced that. And I feel like I didn't get the job because I was transgender. So
Wow.
what else was there for me to do? How do I make money? And I know that men fantasize over transgender women. So I had to have sex work or do sex work in order to produce money for myself and
Mhm.
for survival. So that's a part of my history. I can't like not say that I didn't do that or try not to mention that that's a part of who I am. That's a part of what got me to the place where I am now. I am a program manager at my job right now. So I wouldn't have got there if I wasn't, you know, if I wouldn't have went through that.
Mhm. I feel like, now we had a conversation, another friend, she's trans and she does sex work. And I used to be so judgmental of the girls doing sex work until one day, my friend sat me down and she was telling me how difficult it was for her to get a job because who she was, and she just went on to this sex work. And then it's hard to get out of the lifestyle because the money is good. Because if you got some good clients, you know what I'm saying, you can make a nice piece of coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can make a nice coin. It's kind of hard to get away from it. I want to know any sad or dangerous stories that you want to share when you were doing that.
The one story where it made me stop doing street escorting. I used to escort here in Chicago on the street on 74th and Hofstad. I
Mm,
used to stand on the street on a stroll and escort. And people always said don't take walking dates, don't take walking dates. But when you really need that money and a date comes up to you walking or a trick, or John, whatever you want to call it, when he comes up to you and he's walking and you feel like, oh girl, this might be the money that I need to get through the night. I have to get on this. I can't let this pass me by because what if I don't get another date, or what if a client doesn't come through? You know, because it's a very what if kind of career. Like you just never know if someone's horny or not to have sex with you. You know,
Mm.
so he had took me like under like this little porch in Chicago. Like we used to, we would do it anywhere honestly, but he took me under this porch and like once we got under there, he pulled out a knife and as
What?
he was asking me for my money, like he was like, "Give me your money," but as he was saying it, he had cut me like on my chin. Luckily, it was a very small cut, like it wasn't that big. But I took off running, and that was the exact last time that I ever did street outreach. Like, I mean, not street outreach. I'm sorry, street escorting. And from that moment on, that was years ago. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was really really young doing escorting. Like I was young doing escorting. I had no business being out there. And yeah, I never looked back. I never did it again.
Because wow, like when you were telling me that experience, I'm like, oh my gosh, because I forgot her name, but she moved. She came from Chicago to here. I knew who she was, and she passed away here in Texas. Texas, she was murdered. And Malaysia Booker, and I could just go on and on. It's dangerous. It's literally dangerous because the guys that do it, A, they rob, or B, do it. You remember Lady E. You remember Lady E.
Yeah.
And I would never forget it. Like she was on Instagram, I'm sorry, Facebook Live. I
Mhm.
seen you, and the next thing you know, he took her out. And I
Yeah.
believe she was in her home. And so, and Lady E was everything. She was very supportive of my show. You see it or something that was her saying. And I just was like, oh my gosh, that our trans sisters are still being eliminated. And part of it is that it's difficult for them to get regular jobs because society it's been a while before us to appreciate being a gay man, but we still a man and we can still hide being gay unless you're extra feminine. You get what I'm saying? Like me, I'm just a if you don't know, you don't know. I'm a regular dude. But if I were to transition and be Marquita the cross-eyed diva and wear makeup and wear heels, my employers would look at me different. I don't think and I'm in Texas, a red state, so I think it would be challenged for me. So I don't judge the girls, the working girls anymore. Pretty much, to be honest, I believe prostitution should be legal. Period. If you're 18 and up, you want to sell that punani, sell it. You want to sell that ping, sell it. Because now that we have OnlyFans now, but back in the day, OnlyFans
Mhm.
didn't exist 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like everything that people are be able to monetize now didn't exist. You really had to hit the streets and everything like that. So I'm glad you was able to share your experience. I know you got to go, but I just had to, to bring you on. Let everybody know Wiley is back and interviewing all the girls in Chicago just to educate the girls. So I want to, for the people that's here, what did you remember about me 10 years ago?
Wiley, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Well, you already said this earlier in the show, but yes, I did have a crush on you. Um, Wiley, like I'm a size queen. Like I like really big dicks, and Wiley, I already knew that you had a big dick, and like I don't know how I knew. Like you had a big dick and a big booty, and I was just like you were slimmer. Like you had like a nice athletic body to you. You didn't technically have like a
Like a
chest,
like muscles, yeah. I was sort of
yeah,
like,
but you
yeah.
had a slim like stomach, and you had like a really heavy dick that we could obviously see through your pants. You had a big booty that sit up. Like I was just like, ooh, ooh.
So I,
So I
I
was more so looking at your. I was also looking at like your assets or whatever. Then you was always the key to me. Like you would make me laugh. Like I didn't mind you. Like The people did not live for Wiley. They used to
did
read
not
Wiley.
live.
They used to be like, girl,
They did not. They did
they
not.
did not live for you. They like, girl, she don't come out, and when she do come out, we gonna beat her ass.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
It was always that she don't come out and everything go beat me up. Because
and
I
every
was
time that you came out, well, I think it would be because months after people said that they'll beat your ass, you actually came out, and they'll be forgot about it. Like, girl, what? I don't even remember saying I was gonna be her. But
yeah,
it'll be months later, and don't nobody touch you because it'd be like, girl, that was months ago. We was arguing on Facebook. So
yes. It would
like,
it'll be over. And I just remember like those were the days, man. I just will never forget it. I remember when Jack that passed away and they did that first 48. I don't know if you remember this. They did a reality show. And it was featuring the Romans, and they had Sunny in there. And I got so many threats. Like I just remember all of that. And so when people say to me now, and we had almost 31,000 subscribers, right? We got about 10 million views that we accumulated. And people say, "Oh my gosh, Wiley, you're messy." Like you don't know, I was worse in Chicago. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. You used
so
to cook it up. Like you used to be some teas, but like I be catching you right now today. Like I be getting in, I be like, look at Wiley. Wiley is a kid. Like
yeah,
Wiley is a kid.
I really, and I never forget where I come from, like Chicago. I never forget. I love, like, do you think that Chicago need their own reality show? Because I don't know if you ever heard like Chasing Atlanta, Chasing
I
That.
actually
Yeah.
wanted to be a part of chasing the chasing family when it came to Chicago. I wanted to be a part of it. I feel like the cast. I'm gonna say this, and I wanted to go on record because I'm grown. The
Okay.
cast that they have up there for chasing for Chicago, or that I heard that they were gonna have, I don't know none of them. And I'm like,
It usually be that way. It
I'm
usually be
one of
that
the girls, but I say I'm one of the girls in Chicago. Like when you say Chicago LGBT and you mention the name Megan,
Yes.
that name alone, like it's
Yes.
only one Megan that says LGBT in
Absolute
Chicago.
facts.
It's only one.
It's only
Like,
one, and you're iconic. Like when you think of Sonny, or you think of Contrell, you think of you, or when you think of Shasha, these people that Chicago know in the gay world. But what they do is they're gonna get gays that are new to Chicago or not really well known, and they ain't gonna really be that great. But I'm telling you, Megan, you need to have your own show, like for real. Like,
people have been telling me that for years because no
yeah,
shade, I am with Kiki. Like if you look down my Facebook page, like no shade, I am with
all
Kiki.
that. Like you
Like,
definitely. I told Shasha she needed, because Shasha got a lot of stories. Because a lot of gay men live with Shasha. I mean,
yes,
she got, if Shasha were to write a book, just it will be. I mean, volume one, volume two, because of the people that she had in her home. I just
yeah.
remember. I remember. I go all the way back. My first love that ever fucked me. His name was
Oh,
Brian Radcliffe. When I thought I was a bottom, his name was Brian Radcliffe. I will never forget him.
Brian Radcliffe.
And I think he go by Simba. I think that's what he go by. And
Oh yes, I had some too.
yes,
He's a fun sex. Like he's fun.
yes. So I remember he was in the military. This is how far I go back. He was in the military, and we were Facebook friends. I will never forget it. And he inboxed me. He said, "You want me, right?" I said, "Yes, Daddy, I want you." And I was so submissive, and I was so in love. And it wasn't love; it was just lust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just I didn't know how to clean myself. So in Chicago, they got them 50-cent juice bottles. I don't know if they still sell it.
Oh
And
my god.
so
I used
I
to do
used
that too.
okay. So I used to squirt that in my butt.
Not the quarter juice bottles, not the quarter juice
No,
bottles, the
no,
50 cent ones,
the 50-cent one.
the ones that
Yes,
you gotta like take your teeth or like and like pop
yes,
it open at the top.
yes.
Yes, I used to take the top off, fill it up with water like that. Like that was people taught me that was the first thing to do. They told me not to buy Emina because my mom would see the Emina and be confused. Like, why do you have an Emina? You're a boy, you know. And they was like, just buy 50 cent juice bottles and like keep them in like your nightstand or whatever. And I was like, okay, so I used to do that, and that's what I used to dish with. The 50
Yes.
cent juice bottles, I used to wash it out after I drink the juice. I
Uh,
would wash it out real good, put water in there, put like lukewarm in there, a little soap, and shake it up real good, and then pop it on in there, honey. And that was my dish bottle back in the day when I was like again, I was like
Yes.
15, 16, 17 having sex.
So
Yes.
I remember that. Like I got in there and I was like, oh, this how I did. I didn't know how it was, and you know what I'm saying. And I used to run for the peen. Like I didn't know. Like I was in the Chatham area because I lived with my grandma. Then I moved. Then my grandma had an apartment. I was getting it in because I graduated from Chicago Military School in 2009. I was just getting it in. With Brian
Mm-hmm.
Reck. I was in love with Brian Reck. I was in love with it. He had a body. He was in the military. Boom, 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 boom. He had a car. And I was a thought, but it just taught me a lot of great lessons being in Chicago, like being in the scene, learn how to move and shake in a business. But do y'all? I want to ask you before I let you go. Do y'all still
Mm-hmm.
have house parties, or that's dead? Y'all don't do that no more.
No, we don't. We don't really have house parties anymore. Like the people feel like it phased out a few years ago because people felt like if we're paying our money and we're
Okay.
paying to enter into a space where we should feel safe or we should feel, like it because we're paying our money because the price started to go up. It went up from $5 to $7 to $10 to $12 to $15 and now sometimes $20. So they felt like because the price is going up, it needs to match the price that we're paying. Like you have to give us a quality event. So you can't charge me to get into someone's house and it's like we're in the basement partying. Maybe this should have been for free. This could be a kickback. So they started doing venues, and now everyone just does venues. Like when they have parties, they do it at a venue. If you want to do something in the house, that we just call those kickbacks.
Yeah, like okay, because I'm gonna talk with you. I want to do something, have it at a venue. I want us to throw something. I want us to bring something back. You know, a throwback. You know what I'm saying? I want
Well, I'm
all.
actually having because like people been saying lately, "Oh, Megan, you're so ballroom," which is actually true. I won't take away from that. Like I said earlier, I had got cut off because I told you I keep getting calls. This is that.
Yes.
But um, I'm very big into ballroom. I've been walking balls for years. I've been walking my category since 2012. I mean, since 2014. So I'm up and coming legend for my category. So I've been like really doing my due diligence on the floor as far as traveling, going to different cities. I just came back from Louisville, Kentucky last weekend, competing for that. I'm going to Detroit, Michigan this weekend. I'm going to compete in ballroom for that. But I have my own ball, my first mainstream ball in November. It'll be Black Friday weekend. It'll be right after Thanksgiving, of course. So November 25th. It's going to be called the Nostalgia Ball, and basically what that is it's paying homage to all the people who walked between the years of 2000 and 2010, and like basically the balls that happened between that time, and I'm picking and pulling different categories that they had at balls then, and I'm having them at my balls. So a category that they may have had in 2005, or a category that they may have had in 2008, or the year 2000. I'm putting it all into my ball, and it's gonna be called the Nostalgia Ball in November.
Yeah, I'm there, and you said November.
November 25th. It's right after
I'm,
Thanksgiving.
I'm
That's
there.
Friday.
I'm there, and I'm going to be there also in honor of Shasha party as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
her party will be the next week before. You know, Shasha always do something
the
for her
big bowl is
birthday.
beautiful. I'm going to be there. So yeah, so I want to promo. I want to be there. I want to support you. I love you. Thank you, the House of Ebony. Thank you for
Yeah.
your love, for you coming through. There's so many other questions I have, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm just so glad you just came on the program. We do got to do a sit down interview. Uh,
Yes, I want to sit down and like talk more. I know that this was quick. Um,
Yes, but I know it's quick, so I definitely want you like definitely there, and I want you to bring. I want Beverly to come. I want it to be really nice. So you call. You got my information. We can
yes,
connect back and
yes.
forth. But I reached out to you because I'm like, oh, I want Megan and I want Shasha.
Mm,
I'm trying to get as many of the legends in Chicago that was particularly in the family scene. That
yeah.
of course, I'm gonna reach out to Contrail like these. You know, because I have history with y'all. I miss y'all.
Yeah,
I see y'all glow up, and I see it. Like I see Hughley. She is still beautiful. I still want to tap
yeah. Holly moved down to Atlanta. They're doing
Atlanta.
great. Like everyone, Pinky's doing great. Pinky is a hotel manager. They're doing really good. Like the people are really doing good in life. Like no one's like really doing bad or like really
Yes.
like strung out on drugs or anything. Like everyone that we saw as like teenagers or was really
Yes.
young
And
with,
I always
they're
wanted
all
to
doing
I
good.
always let me be real. My crush, I always wanted to give Pinky some. She never gave me at any time of the day.
Oh no,
Uh,
she's the reason.
I know she's nasty in the bedroom. And you remember back in
Hmm.
the day, the FAB members, like they were just, oh,
Yeah.
Casper was just to this day. I, I'll still be in his DMs like, do you need
Hmm.
a cash app? You know what I'm saying? Can I come, chill with you and bring you some lunch or whatever? We still connect to this day. But I remember that. I wish that the younger girls today were able to come up like we came up, because we came up during a time it wasn't that much social media like that. It was pretty much like Facebook. Instagram wasn't popular, like Twitter wasn't popular like that. It was just blogs. It was no bingo. It was none of that. It was just us just getting to know us. Like I love that, man. Thank you, Megan. I love you. You are beautiful, chocolate dominated. I can't wait till you get in a relationship and just get married and have a family. That's eventually going to happen. And I don't see you in Chicago forever. I see you in New York. I see you either in New York
Oh no,
or
honey,
like
I can tell you right now, I will never move to New York. It will never happen. It will never ever happen. I actually have not been to New York yet. I have not been there yet. I plan to go there. Like I said, a lot of places, a lot of places I would have never ever traveled to. I say this all the time. I say this to my house members, my kids. A lot of places I would have never ever traveled to if it was not for Ballroom. If it was not for Ballroom, I wouldn't have
you
a
want to travel
reason to go because I
because
don't I don't know anyone there.
you
So it's
never
like,
moved.
why am I going?
Did you ever come to Dallas or no?
I will be in Dallas in June. I'll be there Juneteenth.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. We definitely got to. I used to have a crush on one of your kids. I can't think of one of them.
Oh God, which one? I have like 15 kids.
You have a lot. I ain't gonna say on that. I used to. I'm mad at that. But
Is he light skin or dark skin?
he was. I think he was like. I think he was light skinned. To be honest,
Do you have a low fade or a little fro?
I don't remember. I remember he was light skinned, but I remember that. So,
You want a Snoopy?
it just was great. So, thank you. It was so great. It was so honored to have you on the show. We're gonna bring you on camera because I want people to get into them looks and how.
Yes, the reason why I'm not on camera, everyone, is because I just got off work. I'm at home, and I want to get dolled up to be on camera. I want to
Yes,
get
you're gonna get
like,
y'all up. Yes, I got
yes,
you.
I want to
I'm
put on my
from
makeup.
Chicago.
I want to put on my lash. Like I want to look
Okay, I'm
cute.
definitely there. So it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see you, Megan, when I come to the city. Love you. You be safe, and if you need me, I'm here for you.
Yes, thank you, Wiley. I appreciate
Love you.
you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Okay, what's up, y'all? I want you all to please in the chat. Moderators, y'all get with the program. These are the paid members. Moderators do not argue with nobody. Okay, y'all are grown. All right, we have this a green only chat. So be respectful. If you can't be respectful, then I have to. I don't need moderators. I honestly don't. I do it being out of the chat. I remember one time we took all mod sticks away and I just did the chat alone and didn't have mods for like a year. So just be respectful in the chat. This is members only. Here we go. Okay, members only. If you want to join the chat, you must be a paid member. These are paid members. Let them be what they want to say. All right, let them say what they want to say. Talk about the subject. If you ain't talking about the subject, I'm gonna just let you go. It's just that simple. All right. All right. Okay. Now, I had to interview Megan because I remember when she was a boy, and I remember her being, she was a kid, like she was a teenager. I like you, Wiley. I'm like, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you're not 18, and just wasn't interested. And once I got older, I started to appreciate Megan because I saw the glow up and I saw the glow up of her in Beverly. And so I started this thing bringing appreciation of how many of the people that I've known in Chicago and how I was in them house parties and all that stuff. This is what I was a part of just to educate. So this is how that is. And I love the fact that it was definitely said in a situation. So it's going to be definitely great, man. It's going to be awesome. We had a good time interviewing Megan. So let's get into these topics. All right, get into these topics. Let me drop a link for a second. We're gonna make y'all some content. Um, Proud of me. What are you talking about? Hit the link, girl. Cause y'all hit the link. All right, hit the link. What are y'all talking about? Get this is going to be the moderator spotlight, member spotlight. What is going on? Okay, okay. This is so funny. This is so what in the world? So hit the link, hit the link, hit the link. Okay, hit the link. What are y'all what are y'all arguing for? Y'all don't even know each other. Like what are y'all arguing? Get off your chat. Hit the link. Wait a minute. Hold up. Come on, hit the link. Y'all don't have to show yourself on camera. Hit the link. All right. Okay. Hit the link. This is so funny. It's so funny. Diddy Rich Girl. Hit the link. Hit the link. Okay. Hit the link. Before we get into these subjects, hold up. This is members only. Hold on. We family. You know, we don't have to all get along. But hit the link. So hit the link. Hit the link. That's what I'm talking about. Hold up. Because y'all don't know each other. Y'all live in two different places around the world. So hit the link. Let's get it off the shelf. Okay. All right. If y'all not gonna hit the link, all right, hit the link. Okay. Hit the link. Let me call her partner. Hold on. You ain't gonna be doing all that and know where to hit the link. Let me call. Or y'all can call. Hold on. Give me 1 second, you guys. Because we can nip this in the bud right now. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, that's somebody backstage. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. Prada. Okay.
Hey,
Prada. Oh, can you mute your mic?
hey,
Okay,
can you
go.
hear me?
Okay, I have you here.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Now you are controversial, Prada me. Like people are
Ma'am.
saying people are saying that you are messy as a moderator. You are this, you are that. Because let me first give a backstory. And I got Ross Curry. Hold on, let me bring her on. Ross Curry. Okay, she hung up. Okay, so they was like, oh, she's messy as a moderator. She blocked people. She's mean and nasty. She don't get along with Renee. She don't know. But you did tell me, and I'm gonna let you respond. You told me, you said, Wiley, your moderators are mean to me. They block me, and they're so mean. Like, I want to know what's going on with you, Proud of me. What's going on with you versus the moderators? Tell me what's on your mind. The floor is yours.
Child, so I don't know what happened between Miss Renee and Miss Latavia J and all these other bitches. Like they started the shit. So you did a show, I believe, last week, and Renee and Didi broke hoe was in the chat talking shit.
Prada. Hold
Guys,
on. We can't do that. Hold on, Prada. We can't cuss. We on national TV. All right, be professional. Okay. Don't do it out cuss words or something like that. Let's go. Let's keep it a stat. Let's be professional. Let's tell me what you want to say. All the cussing. We ain't doing the cussing or whatever. I even know you was that ratchet girl. You making me blush. But tell us, okay, what's going on without the cussing? Okay, go ahead on.
you
Tell
did
us.
the show last week, and so
Okay.
still watch the show on my Fufu account or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm reading, and you telling them, or you telling the child like, yeah, probably still watch the show or whatever. And I texted you like, yeah, I still watch the show. So I look in the chat, Renee. Well, I'm glad she taking some time off because she sparred with everybody in the chat. Renee, why are you talking about me? I was not even in the chat. Why are
So
you
wait,
talking
wait,
about me?
wait, wait. So you're hold on. Let me make sure this is plain because, like I said, I don't really pay attention to the chat like this. So hold on. So you're saying that when I mention your name, I remember that. Okay, this must have been like 2 days ago, like a day or two ago. Okay, I think this is probably recent. You said last week. So you're saying that Renee said something to you. What was said? Okay, okay. I want to make sure we get
No,
it clear.
they didn't know I was on my Fufu account. So
Okay,
nobody knew
you
that
wasn't
I was
in the
actually.
chat. So you wasn't
No,
in the
I was
chat.
not in the chat. Exactly. I
Okay,
was
go
not
ahead.
in the chat. I was on my Fufu account
Okay,
watching
okay.
you, but I had the live chat box open.
Mhm.
So here go Renee. Well, I'm glad she's taking some time off because she's sparring with everybody in the chat. Renee, why are you talking about me? Then here come Dee broke. You know what? Oop, what? Grow up. Then she in the chat talking about some, oh, well, you're mad because I didn't stop talking to Renee. Girl, F you and Renee. What? Who are
Mhm.
y'all? Which of my bills do y'all pay? None.
Mhm. So
Let's get to it.
okay, that is that part. What happened with the issue with you and Renee? Where was? Can you pinpoint
I don't
to the
even
audience
know
of
Renee.
where?
I don't know
Now,
what she got upset about.
because people were saying that you blocking the moderators, you're blocking the people, like you're removing the people. Like what? Where did it go
Who did I
wrong with
remove?
you in the chat? I'm just saying, like they were saying that when you got your monster, you start blocking the people. But I'm trying to see what was the issue
I didn't even
beforehand.
block any of these people, so
Okay,
that's a lie.
okay. Where did it went wrong with you, with Renee, with everybody in the chat? Like, where did it go wrong? I'm trying to understand. Like, this is 2023, but you was gone from the chat a long time, and you told me, you said,
I
Wiley,
was. Mhm.
I'm no longer a member. You remember you told me this,
Mhm.
and this is
Yeah.
like a months ago. So why did you leave then? What happened?
So certain moderators or whatever, like you could tell in the chat that they didn't like me, and I'm like, okay, like I don't even know y'all. Like, what is your problem,
Mhm. So
Renee?
okay, like, okay, so you said you didn't know. So what's the issue? You just said you didn't know. That's not an issue. Like
You
what
will
what
have to
what happened?
ask Renee what the issue is. I don't even know
Okay,
these people.
okay.
They
So you
coming up
don't
get
know
to
if
having the issue with me in the chat. She talk
okay. So you
Didi talking about some drop my address. Didi, get on the plane and I'ma meet you at the airport.
hold on. Wait a minute.
Hartsfield Jackson
We
Airport.
not first of all, we y'all got careers, okay? Y'all got careers. Y'all ain't doing that.
Now
So
Renee in the chat talking about some leave me out of it. No, you
so
started this, Renee. So hit
So
the
what?
link and come up
Okay,
here.
okay. Proud of me. You're not telling me what she did to you. Is what I'm trying to understand. That's what I'm trying to
Renee,
understand.
okay,
I,
so
no, I'm just saying you're speaking now, but this previous must have been
mhm.
months build up animosity that you have towards her. What she do to you? Is what I'm saying.
So during the Tory Lanez trial, okay.
Okay.
So we're in the chat, we're talking about like legal jargon, legal matters, what this legal term means, what this legal term means, or whatever. So I said something. Then Renee tried to correct me. Renee, why are you trying to correct me? Do you know that I study law? Okay, so do you know how dumb that was? So at that point, I blocked her because I'm like, you really saying a whole bunch of nonsense or whatever. But there was no beef. I just didn't
Mhm.
I didn't want to hear anything else from her in the chat that day. So
So it
then
was something about
a
Tory
couple of days
Lanez that she have a difference of opinion about Tory, or you?
no, it wasn't about Tory. We were talking about
Okay.
legal terms. So she was trying to
Okay.
correct me on a particular legal term, but I'm like, oh, but I'm studying law. So why how are you correcting me?
Mm.
So then I think it was a few days later, Head, like I said, there was no beef. I just didn't want to hear anything else from Renee at that time. So we over on Station Head. I'm like, hey Renee or whatever. She ignoring me. Like, girl, really? So then I cursed her out because grow up.
But my thing is this:
And then her little
you.
dog Didi following behind her. Dog.
So I don't understand about the Didi part. So your issue is Renee was challenging you on a legal term, and you were upset about that.
Mhm. It was,
So
I wasn't upset. It was annoying. Like, I'm studying, and Renee, are you studying law? So why are you correcting me on a legal term?
okay, let's address that right then and there about the legal term. Could it be now, since the trial is over, that you could say, you know what, sus, let's be over, because y'all are both black women. Y'all are black women at the end of the day. You're black women. Didi, which girl, black women. Okay, you're grown, right? And you're beautiful, by the way, pardon me. You're a
Thank you,
beautiful
Wiley.
black woman. So how can you resolve it? Because let's be clear, I work with a lot of women that get that cattiness, can't get along. They come to me, they be like, Wiley, I don't get along with females. They jealous, they hate, blah, 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 blah. But I always say is them your sisters at the end of the day. These are your sisters. These as a woman, you're a part of the womanhood. So my thing is this: how can y'all resolve the issue and to move past it? Because for me as a man, that's kind of petty talking about legal terms. Now I can understand if somebody says something about your hair, your family, but a legal term, says y'all ready to pull up an address off of a legal term? I'm not, do you see that? Like I like pull it like, and then we act, oh, we talk about a legal term, like that ain't nothing to be rude riding for. That's something that's a key.
She
Like
must
that
have
ain't
already,
nothing.
Renee must have already had animosity towards me before we even got on the legal term. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Even before then, she would be in the chat, like, saying some little, like, making some little slights towards me or whatever. Renee, like, we had no beef. Like, so this is all her. And then her and some other people in the chat trying to make it seem like, oh, Prada's messy. Oh, Prada this, Prada that. Like, girl, what? I don't even know y'all, but y'all seem to
Because
have a notebook of notes about me.
for me, I like you because you are active in the chat. And I reached out to you reached out to me, and I reached out to you, and I asked you. I said I can make you a moderator. I just wanted to see how it is. I wanted to see how you can operate with the mod sisters. To see how you operate in the chat. And I see that you about that life. You ready to pull up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. You don't got to do that because I've had thick skin. I feel like it's other battles that you can pick. This ain't no battle for y'all to be rude riding for you to be off a legal term. You know what I'm saying?
I
Off a
agree with
legal
you,
term.
Wiley.
A legal
I
term.
agree
Like
with you. But my thing was, don't talk about me in the chat and then not think that I don't see you talking about me. Because now that I'm in the chat, Renee don't have nothing to say. Is, oh my God, I don't care. I don't have anything to do with this. And Didi talking about some send me address. Didi, get on a flight and I will meet you at the airport.
you're gonna, we not doing that. Yo, this. For me, I never met DD Rich Girl, but she is another beautiful black. Y'all are sisters in this business. I love the
Shoot.
fact that when you called me, we do talk offline. You are
Mhm.
educated, you do what you do, you know what I'm saying? You are a working woman. And um I love the fact that you do what you do. I don't think that this is the situation to be doing this. Now it's all entertainment and it's a laughable matter. Like if the majority of the people that are listening to this, they're gonna be like, "Girl, you ready to pull off a legal term?" Like
It, it
a
started
legal,
with
a
that.
legal,
And
like
then,
listen, a legal
yeah, it
term. Like
started
that's
with
not.
that, Wiley. They know what
But
they
you
be
did
doing.
you did you did you say you
They
was going to
know
be an
exactly what
attorney?
they
Are
be
you
doing.
saying you're trying to become an attorney? Correct? Are you saying you're in law school?
Studying law. You can
So
still pull up if you studying law.
so you no, I'm asking you a question. So you're trying to become an attorney, correct?
Corporate law, but you can
Okay.
still pull
Okay,
up
you want
as
to
an
do corporate law.
attorney.
So let's say for hypothetically speaking, we in the court, and I challenge your legal argument. Are you going to tell me to pull up, or are you going to try to attack me because I challenge your legal argument?
No, I'm gonna battle you in the courtroom with my words. But then after we get out of that courthouse, if you want to do a little something in the parking lot, we can also do that. Okay?
You can
Because
lose
I
your
am from
license and you can hurt yourself. You can lose
Jackson
you can, wait,
Bridge,
wait.
Louisiana. Okay?
Hold,
When he
hold up.
pulls up.
Hold up. You mean to tell me if someone challenges you, you're in a legal argument, and you don't like what they do, you're gonna pull up in the parking lot? Like, you're gonna be in there, you're gonna be in the slammer with your client.
That's all right.
What? You gotta literally be uh you literally gonna be in the slammer with your people. You know what I'm saying? I want to be honest with you and be honest with you. When the last
What?
time you got it in the bedroom? When the last time you got cuddled with a man?
Now,
When the last
Wiley,
time
we already talked about this. You already know I do not believe in premarital sex. Okay, there's no
I think that's the
fornication
problem.
going
That's
on.
the
Okay,
problem.
that is not the
That's the
problem.
problem. Because
No,
if you hold up, you got that built-in frustration. I feel like if you were getting in, do
no,
you use
I
the
have
role?
built-in frustration against
Do you
people
use
that talk
do you
about me
use
behind my back.
do you use the roles? Do you use like any type of machinery or you don't do
Marquise,
anything? I'm asking you a question. Do you?
the Lord is listening to you right now.
I hear the Lord is listening to me, but I'm saying when you're feeling your moments, you know that frustration. So you don't play with yourself and lick it, or you don't play with it. None of that.
Marquise, I'm gonna give you a call after your live so I can curse you out. Okay.
I know you're gonna cuss me out, but okay. Okay, that makes it. When the last time? Okay, when the last time you been to the club and had a drink? When the last time you went to the club and had a drink?
We can go out when you come here. Okay.
Okay, okay. You don't mind going out to the club and drinking?
It has to be a classy club, like a lounge or something.
We can go to a lounge. You know, it's up to you. You know, we
Okay.
can go down ratchet. You're bougie. Like I seen your picture. You probably wear, labels and everything, right?
Yes, Big Daddy.
Okay. Now you calling me Big Daddy. You know what that comes with that. Okay, but I like. Let me tell you. I like you. I think that you're entertaining. I feel like you are you. I want you to take this like we do on YouTube, like it's your job. And I know you work with people you don't get along with, correct?
Accurate.
So just have
I
that
mean,
same mindset over here, because this is how I look at it at YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This is how I look at it. I gotta be around some people I don't get along with. I can argue all day, but I ain't never gonna say pull up. Sippy, I'm 32. How old are you? Like I'll do that. I'm 32 years old. I'm not going to jail off no stuff on the internet. No, no. So so how old are you? Are you okay?
I'm.
Women don't like me that age. Are you in your 20s or your 30s? What's the estimate?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm 34. I don't look my age.
You don't look like you're 34. I thought you was in your late 20s.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah. And you're single, and you are single.
Yes.
When the last time you reached that moment where, because you never been married, so you're a virgin?
Yes.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
How did it
So
make sense?
what I'm saying
Everybody
is
from
that's
Baton Rouge pulled up. We all pull up. That's what we do in
you
Louisiana. We
you from
pull
Baton Rouge,
up.
but so I'm just saying, like, so on your wedding night, that would be your first time?
Oh, yeah, we turning up on my wedding night.
Wow. Do you see
Key, turn it
yourself
all
do
the
you
way up.
see do you see yourself having children?
Oh yeah, I want like 12 kids.
Mm,
Wiley,
okay.
what are you thinking about?
No, I'm honored that you're 34. I think that's an honor. You know what I'm saying? I really think that's really, really an honor. We have somebody in the chat saying, quote, Picasso Wings, another black woman, said, quote, ask Prada why she randomly blocked me. I was nice to her.
Hey Picasso. So at the time it seemed like you were on the same foolery as the aforementioned people were.
Go ahead, product.
Yeah.
Slade, tell her. So what foolery? Because she's the most unproblematic sister I ever met.
Foolery. They those other two people that don't want to be named that say that they didn't do anything wrong. Those two people.
Okay.
Why didn't they hit the link? I
Well,
mean,
a
we
lot of
could
times
iron this out tonight, but they don't want to hit the link.
it's
But talking about some send the address. Send
so
the you won't even hit the link, but you're talking about some send an address.
I'm glad that we were able to talk to Proud of Me. But what I asked for y'all in the chat, y'all don't, keep it professional because we are a growing brand. I did this on purpose so for y'all can connect, so I can understand the issue. I didn't want to talk to you privately, this person privately. I want it all here so y'all can hear what it is. To me,
Yeah,
grill that up,
but they
grill
not
that up.
hitting the link.
Okay, we have somebody
Who
else in
that
the link.
is?
Hold on. I don't know who this is. Is this
Honey, you
Didi?
talking all
Is
that
this
shit.
Didi?
Send
That
do the talking. I don't do the talking. I
language,
don't do the talking. I don't
language,
do the talking. So
language,
send the address. Just send the
language.
address. Y'all not
Wait,
gonna come
Didi,
up here and argue with her. No, it's nothing to resolve over the phone. We can resolve it in person. We can resolve it in
Didi,
person.
which girl?
I
Didi,
pull
which
up too. I pull up too. I don't need to go up here. Oh my God, she doesn't like me. She won't talk to me. She tried to correct me. This is not fifth grade, boo boo. This is not. So what's up? I hit the link. What's up?
so
What's
Didi,
up?
which girl?
What's up?
Didi,
Now
which
send
girl?
the address. No, I'm
Didi,
not gonna go back and forth.
I understand
Send
that.
the
Didi, which girl?
address.
Didi,
Send the
which girl?
address. Send
Didi,
the
which
address.
girl?
I hit her up on Discord privately. Send the address. I
Didi,
don't do this for show. Send the address. Send the address.
Didi, which
Send
girl?
the
Hold
address.
on. Okay,
Send
Didi,
the
which girl?
address. Send the
Where?
address. She
Where?
talked all that shit. Said nobody hit the link. I
Okay,
even
okay.
said it.
Didi,
I
which
told her I'm
girl?
not gonna
Okay,
argue over the
hold on.
phone.
Didi, which girl?
Send
Wait,
the
one
link.
second.
I'm
One
gonna
second.
hang up.
Okay.
No, all I want is send
No,
the address.
she's not
Send
gonna
the
send the
address.
address.
She laughing now. She not talking all that. She blocked me for whatever reason because I guess I'm cool with
Why
Renee
she
and all the
okay,
people she
Didi, which
named.
girl? Hold on, sis. Tell me why the issue is. And you said to the address, what is the issue
Her.
before she said
She's mad
what is
because
the issue?
people ignored her. We are all adults. Who gives a rat's butt? Like seriously, you mad because nobody wants to talk to you? You don't have friends in real life, girl? Get a life.
Child, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking
You
about?
came out
So
here
what's up? I'm not gonna go
like
back
a
and
bullet
forth. You
out of a
talk all that.
gun.
Okay, this
We
is the
can handle
issue.
this in person. We can
Okay,
handle this in person.
okay, Didi,
We
which
can handle
girl?
this in
Didi,
mad?
person.
You
And
mad?
matter of fact,
You
hold
mad?
on, Wally. No
Okay.
Oh, you
disrespect. I'd
mad?
rather wait till Vegas. I'd rather wait till Vegas. We have witnesses,
We
everybody
could
there,
do it
so we can all,
But
so we
tomorrow.
she's
can
not
make sure we
she's
keep
not
that
coming.
same
Put
energy. And
your
that's all
ass
I'm gonna say.
on
Didi,
the
which girl?
Vegas,
stage,
Didi,
and I
October
which
meet you
girl?
weekend.
at the
Let's see.
Hold on, Didi, which girl?
airport.
She's not coming to Vegas. But what I'm saying is, I was trying to see the issue. Now I understand what her issue is. She feels as though proud of me that you're upset that she won't talk to you. Your response to that?
She said I blocked her. So how would I be upset that she don't want to talk to me if she's
So
blocked?
you did not block her. So that's not. Did you block her?
Yeah, because I thought she was on some fakery. I don't like foolish. I don't like fake stuff.
Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah. So you have a right to do what you want to do to remove her if you don't want to see her down the timeline. I think you still will see her because you're mine. Now I want to ask you. You be honest. Do you think that you can be a moderator and not be biased?
Yes.
Okay, because we have a popping show. I have so many guests lined up, and so I just want you to be like, because what comes with that comes responsibility. You represent the brand, so if you have any issues, hit me up. You ain't got to say send no address because y'all ain't gonna be sending no address. Y'all have careers, okay?
That's
Y'all,
her. Ask her talk about some send the address. Get on the flight.
y'all,
And I
y'all,
said,
y'all
okay.
have y'all have careers, but I'm happy that we were able to have conversation as a family. I get it. I understand it. I understand that. Um, anytime you get women involved, you get this one. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I get it. but I can say this for a fact that I am moving in the direction of we having so many guests on the show, and it's going to be great. And we even transitioning to pre-recorded videos, sometimes. So that's what I'm trying to get. I'm like, let me nip this in the bud. And I'm glad that we was able to have a conversation so the viewers can come to the conclusion of who right, who wrong, who side you on, who did something right. And I love the fact that y'all were able to talk as women. You gave your side. Dee Rich Girl gave her side, and the viewer's going to give their side. I want to know in the future if you're able to do the job, and we're going to see you. We're going to put you on a trial basis to see how you do in these upcoming days. To see how you because this is easy because this is just with the members. I haven't opened up the chat yet because y'all got to get along. So we're gonna see how you do within these 7 days. Proud of me, okay? Because like I said, you're not this ratchet privately. You know what I'm saying? You just as nice, adorable. You're adorable. But here, put your address on the
this is what I'm
face.
talking
You know,
about.
like that
So
on the phone.
he just got on here, and now they're still in the chat talking mess. So
Okay.
why the
but proud of me,
is
but proud of me,
leaving-
but proud of me, but proud of me, but proud of me. This is the thing about the chat. You need to understand this about Wiley chat. Chats, period.
They were
This
talking about
is
some they got
this.
screenshots of our conversations, and she
this
calling me weird. That's weird that you take screenshots of conversations, ma'am.
this is the reason I tell y'all like this. This is the public. Like you got to be able to handle public conversation, like public criticism. Like this is the public opinion. The court of public opinion is powerful, and then the more you respond to it, proud of me, the more they respond to you. And I didn't even know y'all had like Discord and something because I don't have an official Discord page. I don't. The reason why I don't have an official Discord page because I'm gonna start one, but it's just I remember when Milagro, she got a Discord and it's always mess with her members, and then she gets in a mess. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I didn't want to do it. And so we're gonna start one. And I'm like this, y'all grown, y'all are adults, and some of y'all are old. You 2 years older than me. You talk about pull up address. I don't even act like that.
Yeah.
So I just was glad that we were able to come to a conclusion. We was gonna put you on a 7-day, to see how you do because you're new to this. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people are OGs, been moderating for me for years. You know what I'm saying? Rozzy, she been moderated. She was moderated for me when I was all the way in the beef sector 4 or 5 years ago. That's how far we go back, and D vlogs go back years. You know what I'm saying? So they understand how I operate, and they get it a lot. You know what I'm saying? They took a lot and they just use up all of it. You know what I'm saying? They use up all of it. So I just think like it's new. I like you because you're spicy, and I just love that energy. And so yeah, we just gonna see how you do in the next 7 days. And we definitely will see how it go. And we'll talk. You got my number, and you can call me anytime. Who is this? Hold up. Hello, this is Wiley. I'm live right now. Hello. Yes, I'm live. I'm live on. Yeah, who is this? I'm I I'm live on station. I'm live on station here. I'm a StreamYard. Go ahead. Oh, hold on. This is a viewer. Hold on 1 second, because you don't know how to hit the link. So hold on, let me put you on speaker. Go ahead.
I just wanted to know, Casey Pool, why Dee was so mad she got blocked then. Like, she'll be here fighting over jealous. Like, I don't understand why she's so jealous.
First of all, I don't know.
First of all, Dee, I don't know what is wrong with her. Like, she's mad. It just sounds like she's really mad she got blocked. Like, she's telling
but I don't think nobody is blocked though.
She was telling the other lady
okay.
about, she's mad she don't got no friends. But yet, Dee, you're mad that you're blocked. So you're the one who must not have any friends, boo. She blocked you, she blocked you. You was acting weird, so she blocked you. Like, why are you so mad? I know what it is. You want Wiley. And my Casey Pooh don't want you, Dee.
No, don't say to me. Hey. Don't speak to me. What I will say is this is entertainment. Long as it's on the YouTube streets and stuff like that. I don't have Discord, because I think you have it. What about this Discord? So you have a Discord? What's going on with the Discord?
So, okay, so what happened was, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all love the Wiley Show. We all watched the Wiley Show. We was all in the chat. Hey, girl. Hey, oh my God. Hey, baby, or whatever. So I was like, oh my God, let's make a Discord so we can all, chat offline, be cool, Kiki and stuff.
Okay.
So originally, it was myself, Aaliyah TV, Love Maria, Dee Dee, and Picasso, I believe. So yeah, we had the Discord open for about 2 or 3 months or whatever, and then I don't know, Dee Dee was acting weird, and then Picasso was acting weird. So I was like, I'm just about to delete the group.
And I was,
and so the only people
I never was in the Discord, you know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, I'm busy, you know what I'm saying? This type of behavior, it turns me on to see women fight, and that turns me on. But at the end of the day, I'm not into the hoorah, because what I do, I've been in this business for over 10 years. I deliver, I leave it alone. I'm done with it. I've never sold Armand, and I've got into some beef with people. I've never said, send me your address. No, because I know how to deliver my content. And then women, y'all are different. Y'all are emotional. Like, men we can hoorah and go out for dinner the next day or the same
Wiley,
day.
y'all are emotional too, don't?
Yeah, we are, but I've never gotten that emotional. I never. But I will tell you this, like, I see like the growth like in the platform, and I just want to know what was going on, because like I said, you were a great supporter of the Wiley Show. You were a member. You were always in the comments. You would always show love. I remember one time I did not give you the attention, but hey, it's the chat is growing. We are no longer at 2 people in the chat. It's a lot of people. So, and then some issues came out with you, and then you went away and you reached out and you told me what your reasons were. So I let you cool off, and I said, hey, I'm gonna make you a moderator, to see how it goes. Because I knew you was gonna bring that hot energy and blah, blah, blah. And you brought the energy. And I don't know if you're gonna work as a mod, because you are hot already. Oh, because you ain't even ready for the real trolls. When we have politicians, you ain't even ready, because this is small potatoes. You ain't ready for the Trump people yet, but I will tell you this.
Oh no, this all, just to be clear, this all started because, like I said, when I originally hit the link, Renee and Dee Dee were in the chat talking about me after you had brought me up. Do not talk about me. If
they gonna talk about me. Proud of me. You are a part. Let me tell you something. Let me school you, because when you become,
it's just them. It was just those two.
It's not everybody. It's them today, but it's gonna be baby. When them comments come, it's gonna be the entire platform. Like, that's what people does. Like, they go on to talk about you and stuff like that. I don't think you're ready for it, because you can't take criticism in front of me. You just can't.
No, Wiley. You know what I do for a living. So you
but I know what you do for a living. But my thing is, I'm like, you got to be able to take criticism for what you do, girl.
Let's be serious. Let's be serious, Wiley.
Go ahead.
I'm very serious.
I'm very serious. Go ahead.
You know exactly what I do for a living.
Yes, ma'am. And what you do, you got to have that emotional intelligence. You already know this.
But to do what I do, you have to have that. Yes.
And that's the same type of spirit you have to have over here.
I have no problems with that, Wiley.
Do it.
Just
That's exactly because it's the same thing. It's in the public domain. Period. Because you're you are getting the energy up. You are getting your blood pressure up, and girl, you don't even do that.
My blood pressure is normal.
Okay, so keep it like that. We gonna definitely link up with you when we come to Atlanta, Georgia. We gonna eat some nice little steak or whatever.
Crab legs.
Yes, we gonna eat some crab legs, all that.
Baby back ribs.
Yes, baby back. I love baby back ribs. Thank you, sis, for calling in. And if you have any issues before you go off, just talk to me offline. I'll get on the phone and talk to you.
Now, what is thoughtful thought talking about?
What?
Girl, hit the link. Talking
Well,
about some,
that's
let me
it.
hear you beg for your moderator job. Let me hear
No,
you
no, no,
go
no.
over
Okay, that's
there
it. I
to
gotta
the
move on.
guy
I'm proud of
that
me. That
begs
was
for
it.
money.
Hold on. We gave y'all the segment because we got a lot of fun show to do. This is member only chat, no blocking anybody. These are the pay members. They pay for this. They're paying for this Kiki. Some of these people have been members for a long time. I got new members that just joined as well. So shout out to all my new members that are just joined that don't come in the chat, but they just support in the bushes. So we thank you so much. But proud of me, you behaved now. Okay, you got 7 days. I gotta see how you operate in these in these 7 days. Okay, Doug, if you buck, I didn't even know you get roo-rah like that. I just thought you listen to classical music. I listen to Tamar Braxton, but it look like you listen to a lot of hardcore rap. You a Kim
That's that
fan.
Baton Rouge. You know who Lil Boosie is, Webby,
Yeah,
Fox.
you from Baton
Yeah.
Rouge and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so very much.
Aaliyah.
Okay. Now
Aaliyah.
hold on. I wanted to thank you, Prada. But thank you. I gotta move on because that was it. So I want to make an announcement. No one is blocked. No moderator can block
Right.
you. No, I'm corrected.
They
Thank you,
keep
Prada.
saying that I blocked them.
No, it's not true. Because
Bye, babe.
I see who's blocked and who's not blocked. I have the list. Like I can always check the list. Like let me check the list right now. Nobody is blocked. I'm double checking the list because only I have the power to block. Let me go to I can check. Like, yeah, nobody is blocked. Only people that is blocked are the people that does the spamming. Like got them weird. That's it. Nobody is blocked. No members are blocked. Nobody is blocked. Only people that is blocked, I've blocked them because they spam, like they make them weird spam messages. Those people are blocked. But no members, no moderators, nobody is blocked. People are still doing what they're doing. Okay. No, nobody is blocked. All right. I have a whole list of just a spam, and it's like 10. No content creators are blocked. You know what I'm saying? None of them. From Tasha, from anybody. Nobody is blocked. Like no other none of the moderators, nobody is blocked because I see the list. I check the list daily when I'm moving around. I have the screen open up and everything. Nobody's blocked. Nobody is blocked. Okay, now don't send me no emails because this is unless you're sending me some tea. Now we resolved that. Now let's get into the show. Now, who child Wiley Springer, honey? I actually love it. Okay. We need to spice it up a little bit. Okay. Now, we got a lot of topics to get into today. All right. This live has been brought to you by www.wilderthetroll.com. We want to thank you so much for the people showing us love. Also, thank you to our new moderator, Aaliyah TV, for joining us and joining the mod. We also got 2 new moderators that just all they do is stay in the bushes. Now, let's get into these topics. Jaguar Wright, out of prison. Out of jail, but that was a lie. Not a lie. It was a miscommunication. We called the other county jail that she's out in a Bruiser County or something like that. She is still locked up. Jaguar Wright is still locked up. And we talked to the guys. They said she don't have a bail. She got to wait on for the Dallas County Jail. And they have 30 days in order so they can release her, right? And to the end, she have to wait up until 30 days, or it could take longer for her to get back transferred to Dallas. And it wasn't Denton, it was Dallas. Okay, I called Dallas. They said, yes, she got these warrants, and they said they're going to get her, and they told me to call back tomorrow, and they can give me like an estimation time of when they're going to go and pick her up. So, because I have a lawyer friend that have been doing some calling on my behalf, and they say it could take almost about 30 days. And so that is what it is. Now, when I had the conversation about, Jaguar Wright, one of the YouTubers, they have been following her, and they told the cops that she jumped bail, and they reported her to the police, and they arrested her. And that's the failure. Because of the failure of the YouTubers that's supposed to be her friends, they did not protect her. They did not shield her from that. They set her up for failure. They are all silent to this day. They're all silent on the platform. They're all sit here silently on the platform. And when they are silently on the platform, they don't have the conversation anymore about Jaguar Wright. Like when I went and I Googled and I looked, said, they ain't saying nothing about her. Like they sucked her up their energy. They didn't say nothing about her. And her mother, we did get a phone call. Her mother is back in Philadelphia. Um, she is safe. The family finally took her back. They are taking over the power of attorney of Mrs. Francis. They took over. Also, too, the son is back with his father. He is currently going back with his father, and I'm assuming that he's back there now from the conversations that I had. I'm glad because it was a disaster, and from what I'm hearing, the father is finally letting the son know, see, son, this is what we tried to shield you from. And now I think he's trying to understand. He's distraught. He's going through it. Mentally, he's going through it because his mother took him through pure hell. And that's what his father was trying to shield his son from. But of course, the son didn't want to listen and allowed his mother to manipulate him and have him to go through this type of way. So I believe he's back with the father. From my true understanding, from me reaching out to her family, they said the son is back with the father and the mother, Francis, is back with the family. So we will see how this is going to go on in a situation. I do sadly believe that her son needs to be deprogrammed because he's been indoctrinated with lies and confused. He's been manipulated. He's been hoodwinked. He's been bamboozled, and he's a little hoo-hoo. So him being little hoo-hoo, I knew then that he was going to have these issues and these problems, and that he's going to definitely need some counseling. Now, when I was calling around about Jaguar, I immediately just started to get emotional because number one, this is a woman that is mentally ill. I am glad that she is behind closed doors and all that, but I always tell the people, I said, can y'all give her the mental health? She need mental health treatment. She need mental health treatment. She need mental health treatment, and always. And I keep calling to let them know that Jag do have people that actually love her. Her own family don't call, but I'm calling. And I said, sir, you don't already call. I'm always checking on her. Did she eat? Is she doing well? I'm going to continue to check up on her because number one, I still care about Jaguar Wright, honestly, about her mental health. And I understand how these jails are. And when it comes to Black women, because I remember Sandra Bland was locked up and she got and passed away, and they said she went on and offed herself. And I believe they took her out. So I will always show love and support to Jaguar Wright and always go and to check on her because I know how the police handle business with us inside the jailhouse. It is so sad. Her family have completely cut her off, but you can't be mad at her family. You can't be mad at her cousins, her brothers, her aunts and uncles. You can't be mad at her nieces and nephews because she have been burning them for years. They got tired of Jag not taking her medicine. They got tired of Jag cussing them out. They got tired of Jag going on these rants. They got tired of Jag in and out of mental hospital. They got tired of Jag calling the cops on them. Like everything that she's doing on YouTube, she's been doing in the family for years. We just see her on YouTube. And so now I'm happy and I'm glad enough that she is locked down and that she don't have to continue to go on these tirades because it, eventually she could have been, taken out. And I'm just glad that she's able to get the help. And hopefully that she's able to get the help. Now, she wouldn't have been in jail if she would have took her medicine, went there, stayed in Texas, went to court, answered the judge. Now she got all of these charges, and it is not just no slap of the wrist. You know what I'm saying? So now her friends, they got to do a platform without her without her on their show to boost up the ratings, right? And now they're gonna call her in jail. We know how they're gonna go. They're gonna try to call her in jail, call them in jail to boost up the ratings, and they're gonna use her while she's in jail. Unfortunately, that's what they're gonna do. And that's gonna do. And I'm gonna come right behind her with truth and with facts and with understanding. And we are definitely praying for Jaguar Wright and her son. And we're praying that sister get the help that she need and that she get the services that she need and that she go and come back fresh, medicated, and that she don't have to be worried about hearing herself and seeing that and draining that and just don't know that is going on. Okay. And And when I look at the mother, and I think it's a failure of the mother, because Jack should have gotten help years ago when she was a child. But of course, the mental health treatment was different than it is now. It is just so sad all around. And hopefully, I pray that the mother don't be as stressful, but it is something, because at the end of the day, I don't care how old your baby get, that's still your baby. That's still, your child. So your child could be 30, 35, 40. That's still considered your child at the end of the day. So we are definitely praying for them all. I'm calling the cops tomorrow, the police station tomorrow, to check on Jaguar Wright. Like I said, Tasha said it best. She said she has been she has been arrested at least 5 times this year. 5 times this year. She have been in and out in the mental hospital a couple of times, and we're not even in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas have 30 days. And this is something. And it's really something. It's a mixture of her trying to do street drugs and not take your medicine. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I make sure that I'm on my meds. And if I do drink, I'm a social drinker. Social, like every once in a while I drink. Every once in a while, I'm not like drinking every day. Like we went out, we drunk. That was it. I wasn't drinking the next day. I'm not drinking today. I am a social drinker. That's it. And I know my limits. When I go to the club, I ain't out there throwing up. Like I know my limits. Like I get a good buzz. I'm good at energy. That was it. But I'm a social drinker because I understand that you cannot be codependent on alcohol when you have mental disabilities, right? Or a mental disorder or a mental illness. Like you got to be careful with that. So that's how I got it. So when I called today, because at first I called and they said, "Oh, she been released." And then Renee said, "Oh no, she ain't been released." I'm like, okay. Well, Renee called and she said, "Hey, I called the jail. She's not released." I said, "Okay, let me call and verify because I have a show and I have a show. I have a show and I'm gonna put it out there." So we called, they put me on hold, and then they said she's still here. So it's great. And then when I got drunk, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get sloppy drunk, but I wasn't like, throwing up. I didn't have no hangover, any of that. I did not have yeah, hanging up and all of that. And I love that. Like I was like having a good time. But the next day, I'm back doing my stuff. I'm back having a good time. I'm back entertaining. I'm back doing that. I'm back just having an joyous time. I love it. It's just awesome. It was great. I had an awesome experience in my, by myself, honey. So I just want to definitely say I'm praying for Jack. And at the end of the day, pray for sus. You know what I'm saying? Pray for her and pray that she gets the help that she needs. And pray that she understand that it is definitely a great need to get the help. And it's okay. And just like I hear people in the chat when they go back and forth, and they argue with this, argue with that person, and I just sit and I listen because I'm medicated. Because I know, like, I gotta have emotional intelligence. I gotta know the consequences. I gotta know I just can't pop off, and that comes with me being mature, being medicated. Some people, when you can't control your attitude and you ready to pull up and you ready to rah, you gotta check that because I look at the behavior. Look at Jag. She didn't know how to control her attitude, her emotions. Now this sister is sitting in a county jail in another state, got to wait until the Texas come pick her up. You know what I'm saying? The decisions that she made by not taking her medicine, not being able to control her emotions, now she's sitting, now can't nobody bail her out. If I wanted to bail her out, I could do it. They said, "Sir, you cannot. It's no bail." She got to wait till Texas come get her. Okay? And so you got to be very cautious of that. And so when I saw that, I'm like, man, like the people that will bail her out can't do it because she's in a totally different county. It reminded me that when I had the conversation with, it just reminded me, because Jag did what she did, and it reminded me of a person that constantly go to jail, and it was another YouTuber, and I thought this YouTuber good. Like this sister, I thought she was about that life. I thought she was a good platform. She was doing documentaries. She was doing all that. And then poof, she get arrested in another state or county or city. Sister girl had multiple fraud charges. Multiple fraud charges. This woman had multiple fraud charges. And she got arrested. She got baited in the beef. Homegirl was working in the government, cooperated with the detectives. Now she rarely do some content, and a woman got all of them charges. She got a couple. She can't even focus on her YouTube show anymore. And then when it comes to Jag, and when Jaguar Wright, very talented, now she locked up. Extremely highly intelligent. But she's she is extremely highly intelligent. Can sing, could be a public speaker. But homegirl is a little homegirl don't want to take her meds. And now she is in her 50s, late 40s, 50s, in jail. None of her friends said, homegirl, you need to slow down. You need to take your meds. Get your medication. In her 40s. She almost in 50s, right? That is sad. You in your prime decade. Like your prime decade to work on your album, to work on a book, to work on a podcast, and you're withered away in jail. In the next 4 to 5 years, you will be in your 50s. In the prime of your life, you wasted away. Can't leave if you want to. You can't even call your friends that can bail you out because you didn't burn so many bridges. The people that did bail you did burnt the bridges, because when you are mentally ill and don't take your meds, you will burn every bridge you walk on. Every relationship will crumble. And you've seen it happen in real time. Every relationship she had, that Jag had, it destroyed. Because she is the problem. Until she work on her and get her mind right, her relationship, her be able to connect with her brothers and sisters in this business on YouTube, she'll be able to focus right. She wasn't even monetized on YouTube. She didn't even have that mindset of being monetized on YouTube. She didn't even have that type of the wires in the brain to work like that, because her mind was compromised. When your mind compromised, you ain't focused on being monetized. You ain't focused on that you're being used. You ain't focused on that you're being used by other bloggers for monetary gain, and you ain't get nothing. This woman was getting millions of views and get a dime. Got evicted. Got evicted. This woman got evicted But she made these people a lot of money. She made these bloggers a lot of money. One blogger upgraded his apartment off the success of his Jaguar Wright interviews. And all she got to show for it is a jail record. That's all she got to show for it. That's all she got to show for it. Now, if you try to get an apartment, you got felonies. You can't get none. Do you know how difficult it is to get a place with a felony on your record? So now if she tried to get an apartment, it's challenging. She can't get in her name. Like she gonna be stuck and going into motels or to motels or to motels. That's why she had to be in a motel in the pool, because she couldn't get an apartment in her name because she got bad things on her record, bankruptcies and felonies. So no place that's in a good area want to rent to her because she is a risk. She's a high risk. You can't even, you know, you are pathetic if you can't even put a light bill in your name. You 40-some years old and can't even put a light bill in your name. Your credit's so bad you can't even get a Cash App card. You can't even go and apply for a green dark credit card. You can't even get a rush card. That's how bad your credit is. And you got the gift that could change your financial thing forever. Why you think this woman don't do shows? Because the promoters know she is unstable. She's unhinged. That's why they don't even let her do shows. No shows. Oh, this air just got my nose. Kiki! Okay. No shows. Thank you. So that's how it is. So when I had that conversation, I said, so sad. So Jack, get it together. Get it together. Get it together, girl. Mm, 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 mm. It is sad, honey. Okay? It is so sad. Well, we're going to keep y'all updated. Shout out to my dashiki. One of my subscribers bought me this years ago, and I just washed it. I've been had it washed. I'm like, I'm going to put my dashiki on. I need a new dashiki. I wear 3XL because it's all ripped up on the side. Okay? Oh, cool. All right, we are talking about Takashi 6ix9ine. I don't care what nobody say, but that brother, I put on my dashiki in honor of my brother in the business, Takashi 6ix9ine. He had them African brothers. Hey, I don't know how the song go. Yeah, okay, hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I get it. Hold on, let me put this on mute. Give me a second. I want to be able to quote it. Give me 1 second. Okay. Thank you, Shantae. for being in the chat and posting my information. If you want to be in the comments, you got to be a member. All right. We doing this until when I get tired. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me get that beat. Yes, baby, when I heard that record, it lit a fire under me. I said, because I'm a huge fan of Takashi. I've seen the documentary. If you didn't see his documentary, go to Hulu, okay? It's on Hulu. And I've been following this man's skill set. This man is such a great visionary with videos. And let's be clear, he is on Nicki Minaj's neck. That video is trending number 2 on YouTube, right behind Ice Spice. Right behind that. That tell you how iconic this brother is. I said it to the barbs in the bushes, to the barbs in the chat. This brother is the second spot behind Nicki and Ice Spice. They on a major label with major funding. Takashi shot that video on his iPhone. Yes, on his iPhone. The highest iPhone Max, the highest one with the 3 camera lens, they shot that on the iPhone. You would have thought that man had high HD quality cameras, hundreds of thousands. They shot that on the iPhone. Because the brother was driving. He said, we just got to shoot it on the iPhone. It was so good, and he edited it himself. That was good. And them Hispanics was Spaniel. They was in there doing it. And them Africans, my brothers in the motherland, they was where they was moving. Oh, the way they was moving. I don't care if that man snitch. I snitch you. You smashing my woman. I'm face 80. I'm a snitch. Everybody in this chat was snitch. But that brother came back, got beat up, and came back with a hit. Came back with a hit. And I love the fact that he is on Nicki neck. No major feature that we know. It was a dope record. And that is right behind, neck and neck, with Nicki Minaj video. It is being shown and rumored that it will have an entry probably surpassing Nicki and Ice Spice record that they did with Princess Diana. Don't tell me that you cannot be out here without a major label backing. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, Dave, Tony in the chat. Becoming a member. Woo, woo. Put over that. Too fast. Woo, woo. Put over that. Woo, woo. Put over that. Woo, woo. Put over that. Okay, Dave, I want you to come and sing something for me, too. Let me drop you a link because you became a member, Dave. Okay? We got the brother in the house. I want you to sing me a song. Okay? Give me a second. Okay? All right? So I understand. So Nate said he had all them Africans in the video, but made sure the leading lady of the video wasn't. Boy, bye. The main woman in the video can get it. And yes, she's African as well. They just dropped them off first. She can get it. She was banging. Tear that up. I was turned on instantly. And the main characters were the kids. They dominated the video. When you watch the video, the main people that dominated was the choreography. Get into the choreography. Them kids was dancing barefoot in the dirt. They did that. They did that. I didn't miss your point. I understand your point. It was dope. Them kids did that. Oh, hey, oh, hey. The way they did it. And then when I talked with Takashi people, they only had a couple of hours to do the choreography. And mostly the African kids, they came up, or they just played the song and they came up with the choreography. Like, they came up with it. I loved it. So shout out to Takashi 6ix9ine, because I got tired of just talking about female rappers. Bruh, in the same too. Like we talked about. Shout out to Dream Doll. Shout out to my girl Dream Doll. She responded to us. She said she gonna come on the show. I'm tired of just talking about Nicki and Cardi. To compare to Dream Doll, they can't touch Dream Doll. Like, I'm tired of just talking about that. I talk about other female rappers out there like Dream Doll and Remy Ma and all the other Coi Leray. I'm just tired of just talking about Nicki, Cardi. It's so many better rappers than them. And I gotta talk about my brother Takashi 6ix9ine. You did that. You did that. Thank you. And I will send you an email to come on the show. All right. Let's move on. Now, Latasha, she got a gospel album. I cannot find no official reports of how this album is selling. I've Googled it. I've called. I have texted. I have done all this. I cannot find it. Okay? Of how it was. I don't know. This is, they call her Lalaya. Lalaya. Okay. And she did an interview with Kendra G on the WTCI. And WTCI, this is 2023. When y'all interview these celebrities, do what the Breakfast Club do and record it and put it on YouTube. Stop with that old school thing. When y'all have a person like her on your show, or like her on your show, record it and put it on YouTube so we can see the full interview. Dang, this ain't 1990. Everybody ain't got access to iHeart. We mostly on YouTube. So the album was released, Conversation with God. It did. I don't know if it sold or not. The records was dope. One of my favorite songs of the song of her album. I want to make sure, because I play it a lot on Station Head. People that's on my Station Head know that Wiley played this song over and over and over and over and over. The name of the album is called The Invitation, A Conversation with God. And I love Stay With Me. I love Stay With Me. I love Stay With Me. I love it. When I think about all the time that you kept me. When the world was cold, oh, it was your grace that pulled me through. You know, I just love it. Okay. I just love it. You know, I'm saying I really love Latasha's music. I love it. It is everything. No shade at all. The woman can sing. She got a skillful, anointing voice. It is not your traditional gospel like, I know I've been changed. You know that the angels in heavens and shout my name. You know that I know I've been changed. You know that know I've been changed. You know that angels in heaven and shout my name. So it wasn't like that. It was a, inspirational record. All right. Woo! I felt that right, did it. I don't care what nobody said. So it was an inspirational record. So she was on WGCI and she told Kendra, I don't like what's the lady name that was the producer of the show? She was terrible. This is supposed to be about music. You know what I'm saying? How in the world we supposed to be about music and you go up here and we supposed to be singing, we supposed to be doing something about music, and here you go talking about music and you up there treat me like this and you do it as like this. And then she said, would you be on season? I won't be on season 2. She said, are you still in skate? I'm still in the skate. That's my life. I'm doing some of my own thing. I just want to sing. And Candy did not want us to sing because she said it once, so she was bringing up Candy. I'm like, girl, you still don't get it. This is about Latasha. This is about a conversation of God. This is about you. Why are you using your moment to talk about somebody else? When I do interviews and I'm at a major scale, I ain't talking about nobody else but what I'm doing. I'm not giving a shining light to a person that I feel that done me wrong. I move forward. Okay? I talk it on YouTube like Maddie, but I'd have moved forward. Okay? I'm going to be crystal clear with you on that. I have moved forward with that. I'm just being real with you on that. And so she keep using her moment to talk about Candy. And Candy ain't going to do nothing. It's time to speak on it. And she going to do that. She going to know but laugh and break down and do a whole full breakdown, and the public is going to be on Candy's side. Why? Because Candy got a better social media presence. Candy does a podcast. Latasha, you have failed to keep up with the times. We are not in the predicament in this business. You just release a project and people gonna buy it. No, you got to do a podcast. You got to be relatable. You got to be on Facebook Live. I will probably sell more records than you, Latasha, without me being up, because I have real supporters, real fans that I talk to every day, and I entertain every day. That I make squirt every day. That I get dudes to get on hard every day. I entertain people daily. So I probably would sell more records than you, Latasha. And there's no shade. I don't want to toot my own stuff on the back or pat myself out, pat. But you got to keep up with the times. You got to. Okay? Because Candy is out there. She's on her YouTube. She's on her podcast. She's selling her vibrators. She's selling her roses. She's doing her threesomes. She's doing her dungeons. She's doing all of that. She got her friend. He came out as straight. Congratulations. A great guy that came out as straight. Juan came out as straight. I love it. Okay? I really, really love it. So I'll reach out to your team. Come on the show. I'm here for you. Come on the show. I love you. Honestly, I do, because my mother loved you. She used to play, I will never forget, she used to play y'all music every time. Is my living in vain? I don't know if y'all seen that. Okay. That was the Clark sisters. I think y'all seen that. Or was that SW? Or was that? Yeah. I think that was SW. Who can I run to? What I need from you is understanding. How can we communicate if you let me say? Come on, y'all. What I need from you is understanding. Okay? Hey, come on. You know how to do. Come on, I want you to dance with me. Come on. Come on. I feel it right there. I feel it right there, Latasha. Okay. Okay. So I really, really love it. I'm just in the zone. I'm in the zone. Proud of me, where you at, Prada? Where you at, proud of me? Okay? What I need for you is understand. Come on, Prada. Come on. Post your address, Prada. Okay. So I get what you're trying to say, okay? But honey, focus on your music and get that right with your sister. Okay, Jamie Foxx is in the hospital. He's a drug overdose. I'm hearing allegedly drugs. Was the reason why he had a stroke, a hemorrhage stroke. So we're definitely gonna keep y'all in our prayers. They say he was on a lot of stress with this movie, and I'm hearing drugs. I will keep you updated on my writers. Will update us on the story. We will keep y'all updated about Jamie. I believe it was drugs, so we will keep y'all updated about that as well. Okay, we keep y'all updated. We believe that it was some type of drug behavior. Okay, yeah, that's what I heard. We are praying. We're gonna pray for him. Or we're gonna talk about her last. Now, this is all credit to my writer Ebony. Shout out to Ebony and Dean. They are pretty much right on the site. Ebony broke a story on WileyTheTroll.com. And, they broke the story about D.L. Hughley because he did an appearance on, what did he do an appearance on? Vlad TV. Shout out to her. And she did an article, and the title of the article was D.L. Hughley seeing a lot of sex at the Freaknik in a R-word license. She wrote it like this: D.L. Hughley discussing the experience at the Freaknik, views on the Hulu documentary. I thought it was dangerous for women. And then that's what he put, right? That's what she put. She put the video short, sweet, to the point. So I get a call from Ebony, and I'm like, what's going on? I get a call for Ebony, and I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on here. Ebony called me, and she said, did you get my text message? I said, no, I didn't get I was too busy. So what's going on? She said D.L. Hughley responded. So she wrote it on her Instagram, as we always do. She said, check out my full article at WileyTheTroll.com at Wiley Show. Full link in my bio. She put my hashtag. The first comment you see. Let's go to it. We got the receipts, baby. Poof. The phrase was said by Vlad. So why is my name on it? Question. Mind you, she didn't tag D.L. Hughley. She did not tag him. She just hashtagged his name and had it up for about 5 minutes. The first comment you see is D.L. Hughley. The first comment you see is D.L. Hughley. Okay? So Ebony was like, should I edit I said, don't edit nothing. Keep it like it is. And do a rewrite on him responding to us. And I go in the chat and I'm like, you welcome to come on the show. Then I go on my Instagram, because I got my writer back. So I go on my Instagram and I posted, I don't know where we at. I posted at D.L. Hughley. Came at one of my writers, Ebony. Real D.L. Hughley, you know what you said on Vlad. You upset that that we quoted you word for word. This is the problem with you some black celebrities. They don't go on black-owned media shows. They are in love with white-owned media shows. I'm inviting you at DL Hughley to come on the Wiley Show, read more. Okay? So we invited him to the show. So while y'all up here roo-ron in the chat, we making moves outside of the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We are out here. And I tell my team, I'm like, make that title juicy. The title is the most important thing. And can't original content. It respond. This is a baby website. We only 2 weeks old. 2 weeks old. Not 2 years, 2 weeks old. Already we got a response from one of the kings of comedy. What? Oh, man, one of the kings of comedy. I just got off of the Netflix special with Monique. I was on camera and you saw me multiple angles. One angle, you see me really well. Not knowing that the king of comedy, D.L. Hughley, the one that stood side by side by Bernie Mac, is responding to what Wiley has created. That's awesome. Ebony does her job well. And I told Ebony, I said, okay. She said, well, I want to start posting. I said, if you start posting your IG, you're going to get that energy. Are you ready for it, sis? She said, I'm ready. I said, okay, here you go. Because we wanted to keep them here. I said, this is the energy. I said, start posting. And ever since she started posting, now mind you, Ebony started posting on IG maybe like a 3 days ago. Like she wasn't all, I did all the posting, all my promoting and marketing for Instagram and Twitter. So she just recently started posting on that IG, maybe like 2-3 days ago. She recently just started. And already he responded. Already responded. This is just the beginning of how we're going to move and shake things over there on WileyTheTroll.com. Teamwork. And I don't hide my team. Teamwork. We have a strategy meeting. I tell them my vision. They make sure they run things across my desk. We in a group chat. It's a wear-all machine. And at first, we wasn't even going to keep Ebony because we thought Ebony couldn't do during the day. And Ebony, man, she said, hey, I could do this. And she been delivering. So is D. Delivering. Oh, a 2-person, already we create noise with a 2-person team. It's Ebony, D, and myself. Can you imagine we had 30 writers? Come on. And D.O. Hughley, y'all be so quick, and I'm not trying to, you be so quick to go on white-owned media. Vlad is, last time I checked, he's not black. Y'all be so quick, and you be on that cheese, boot licking in front of a white man, the ops, that because of his show got many entertainers taken out. He cooperated with the federal authorities to get arrested. And that's the show you're on? Cheesing and laughing? Brother, are you going to give me that same respect and bring your celebrity to a black-owned show? Or are you going to continue to go with Massa and laugh with him? And then you got the audacity to criticize Trump about his policies in America, and all you do is hang around white folks and uplift them. You don't hardly go and sit on black-owned media shows. When did I say you've been on a black-owned media show? When did that? Not black-targeted, black-owned. Where black people control the content. Black people is their own boss. I wait. You over there with Massa. I'm not no Boosie and everything. I didn't upgrade. I just cheese it. So happy to be out at Massa table. And y'all just be rushing to be able to sit over with Vlad. Then black shows, y'all give us the runaround. Pathetic. I speak to your shame, sir. Last time I checked, you just give Vlad all the clout. What about us? We want some clout too. We know more about, from the history speaking, about because we're black culturally. It's a culture thing. I'm not saying don't go to Vlad, but come on over to Brother Wiley Show as well. We want to get some of that celebrity status from you and have a conversation, because I can guarantee you, sir, my interviews will be greater, in depth, more awesome than Vlad, because Vlad ain't Brother Wiley. Okay? Because the questions I have for you, it's going to shake up this world. Thank you. Let's move on. Whenever you're ready, DL, I'm one phone call away. DM, email, I'm here. We're going to send you another email. We here. Okay, now, I think that was it. We got one more topic to discuss. He, she, we. Flay Monroe, when I tell you the LGBT community have officially kicked her out the Rainbow Coalition. So she decided to go on Rizza Islam's show. Rizza Islam, it is a Nation of Islam member. And he's very intellectual, very professional, always speaking about Black rights and government, etc. So she decided to go on his show. It shocked a lot of people because they like, listen, they don't receive you. They don't like you. Because Minister Farrakhan said, and he said it, I heard it. He said, you LGBT gay people, you, in order to join us, you got to change who you are. You cannot be gay and be an active member in the Nation of Islam. He said, we love you as my brother. And as my brother, you come under Elijah Muhammad, and you must change who you are. In so many words, you can't be like you are in the nation and sell some bean pies. You got to put that rainbow flag down in order to sell a final call in a bean pie. So she decided to go to Rizza Islam platform. And they're talking, and they're asking questions about Dwayne Wade and how she was criticizing him by promoting her daughter up there. And it's good. She says good to give her space, but it's bad when they I hope they're not giving her no hormones. And then she said they doing this, and then they doing this to the media, then they get mad at the media with quarter opinion. I'm not with that. Then she said she don't believe with all them labels. She said it's not okay for drag queens to show their boobs and read to the kids. She said it's not a good place. She said my kids will not go into nothing like that. It's up to the parents. Like, she was just going all the way off, all on social media, just going off. Like, that sister was getting the community together. My phone was blowing up. I talked to 3 board members from the for the coalition and the gay community, the gatekeepers, And they told me, they said, that's it, we done with her. She was already on the probation list for how she was bootlegging with all the people coming against her community, talking about she, going on the Breakfast Club. They always want to boot her out. So she was on a probation list, and they have officially kicked her out of the community. And then she said that, and when she said this, when trans women get the surgery, they can't reach an orgasm. She said she would never get that surgery. She would never do that, and because she can't reach orgasm. And she said, I'm going to die with this pain. She said, so the community, I knew, would push back. So a couple of days after her appearance, we reported on her, somebody put flames to her vehicle. They put her car on fire. And then now the Nation of Islam, the Fruit of Islam, is going to protect her because somebody tried to take her out and they put flames on her vehicle. It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she have her opinion. And the reason why I say she dissed T.S. Madison is because, let's be first, she coming against trans. That's dissing Madison. And Madison don't want nothing to deal with her. She done with her. Madison don't want on the show. She disses herself. She says she don't agree, anything like that. She don't agree. And she dissed T.S. Madison. And then she said, I took a financial hit because of my stance. Of course you did. She don't get booked at Pride. They canceled and fired her. She was booked a couple of years ago to present an award. They booked her and they fired her because of her stance. So she's been losing bookings on top of bookings. She can't be riding to the Tiffany Haddish. She can't ride Tiffany Haddish wave because Tiffany Haddish have been kind of blackballed because she was doing some weird stuff with a child. Making fun, trying to make Kiki and all that. It was some weird behavior. So she lost that opportunity. So she have been going through it. Like, to be honest, she have been going through it. So it's no shade. Sus been officially kicked out the Rainbow Coalition. They kicked her out. She is on her own. I don't think they should have kicked her out. Already, I'm being questioned. Like, you should be in the community. Pick a side. So, thank y'all so very much. We're going to drop the link. And if anybody want to give their opinion, if you want to become a member, all you got to do is join the membership today, and I will drop the membership thing in here. If you got something to say, we are making this a chat members only. All right. Shout out to y'all really quickly. If you got something to say, here you go. I told y'all. Yeah, you see how the chat cleared up? It's gonna be temporary. We moving forward. We get new members. Choo choo. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Thank y'all so very much. All right. So if you didn't get a comment, this is your time. If you want to say something, we are live on the show. What up? What up? Happy you're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, what's up? Hey, everybody.
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. Can't complain.
Well, that's good. You made me go listen to this boy. I ain't never listened to this boy, like, intentionally go to his stuff to listen to his stuff, to watch that video.
Okay, hold on. Let's make it plain. Who you talk about? You talk about Takashi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
And I watched the video. Them little boys was getting it though, and them little girls, they was killing it.
Yes.
Them little boys and girls and whoever else was in the video, because I know there was a grown man in there too. Like, I guess he might have been their teacher or something. I don't know.
Yes.
But they were killing it. Cause I went to go listen to it just because of how he was acting. Like, he was going crazy, like it was the best thing. But the song wasn't even all of that. But the them dancing, yes, made me smile. Like, made me happy watching them dance and everything.
That's what the video's supposed to be. Like, if the song ain't like, so I love that. I love that. Like, I could, if I'm in there, I could go it. But the dancing, they did that. It was not, when you turn that video on, you highly entertained, and they shot it on the iPhone. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you good. No, so I want to go listen to that. Um, Wait a second. Who else did you talk about earlier before him?
Yes, I talked about him. I talked about Jaguar. I talked about Latasha. I talked about Jamie. I talked about
Okay. The whole thing, Jaguar, man, I wish she was out for real. I wish she was out because I don't want to see her locked up. Remember the last time they let her out, they had her all drugged up and messed up and everything. She was looking real bad, but then it seemed like she was getting better, but I don't know.
yeah, because she was medicated, and then when that medicine wore off, she go woohoo. Yeah.
I don't know. I think she what happened is she was letting everybody know her every single move and stuff, and that's how they was able to get her. You get what I'm saying? Like
No, for real. Like it's like when she was medicated.
she couldn't stay off alive to save her damn life. That's what it was. Every few minutes she was on live. She was on live. She was on live.
Baby, she was.
She was on live, boy. That was her damn drug of choice, apparently. But it got her caught up. You get what I'm saying? That's the weird thing because we all know it had to be somebody that was on her live that let them know they found out exactly where she was at, and that was it. And they sent the cops right over there to where she was at. Because it's not like what's the name? Because if that was the case, and then according to what you just said, that they have up to 30 days to decide whether or not they're gonna come get her on the warrant or whatever. So if they're not in a rush to get her ass, you get what I'm saying? Somebody just sent her over there. Somebody sent them over there to get her.
She went, and it was a YouTuber that reported her because the lady withdrew her name for the bail, and they revoked her bail.
Ooh.
And then the YouTuber found out. They traveled to Louisiana, told the cops that she did it, and that her bail revoked. That they put a warrant out for her.
So wait. So you saying that Angela wanted her $150 back? So that's why this all happened?
Yes, that's what happened. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's kind of
that is so stupid.
It's
like so she didn't have a court date yet or nothing. Just Angela just wanted her $150. So they decided Jag needed to go back to jail.
Yeah.
Oh snap! That's crazy. See, they live in the wrong damn state because that couldn't have been me. Like, yo, wow. And this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. They sitting there hating on her. They was mad, huh? But Angela, you didn't want to go. Why you need your $150 back? Like I just don't understand that. Like why you would go
and then okay, I'm sorry. They said she had a court date she missed, so that's okay. When she had a court date that she missed, of course you can get a warrant out for your arrest for that.
No, I was about to say because that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked about that. Like because I was thinking that don't you have to miss a court date or something?
Yeah, because when I had my court date, they tell you if you do not show up to the court date, you're gonna get a bench warrant.
Well, yeah, of course. That goes for anybody. Even when you don't even know you have a warrant, they do that to you.
Yes, absolutely. Because they come and get you. Because I didn't know officially, I didn't know I had a warrant. But so they came pick me up. So I don't know all this leaving, jumping, going to the place. You know what I'm saying? Once it was issued for me for a warrant, I got picked up. So I don't understand.
Well, she only got picked up for a what's the name thing, right? Because the last time, what did she say it was? Disorderly conduct. Remember, she was like in the mayor's office or something.
Yeah, she was in the police station. Like, oh my gosh,
and all that other stuff. So, but she said it wasn't that bad. So, if they don't come pick her up, it's because they don't want to waste their gas and all that other stuff, right?
I don't know, child.
I hope they don't leave her in there for that whole 30 days, or that'll be so wrong. But if she stays in Louisiana, that means they just gonna let her out after 30 days. Yeah. Damn. Well. And I'm mad. So when she come out, she's just gonna be by herself then, because everybody else is gone.
Everybody they had no choice but to leave. You know what I'm saying? They gotta eat. They gotta survive.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know. But what's the name? Said he was helping them though.
Who was that? What's the name? Oh, you saw the bloggers.
Sean Davis Wade said he was helping them.
No, he not. That's a. Oh God! You see what that help got her locked up? They won't let her out. Okay. Yeah. Well, we think.
Because that's crazy. No, because he said he was helping her. That he was in touch with the family and that he was helping them like providing extra nights or whatever at the hotel so that way they wouldn't have to pack up or something.
Child, help is make sure she take her meds
And then well, I'm glad they safe or whatever. Hopefully they stay safe because I don't get it. I know, you was throwing a lot on the fact that, oh, well, they back with the family. A lot of people are doing that. But it's like, if they were so good with the family, why wasn't they with the family to begin with?
Like the family is done.
Because that's the thing that's not making any kind of sense. Because if
Family,
it was so great for them with the family, why weren't they with the family?
no, for me, I think like the mother.
Jag didn't make it all up in her head. Y'all not gonna tell me that.
No, what I'm saying is the mother. She's an older lady. You know what I'm saying? Jag was helping her mother out, but they got evicted. Things went left. And now she got to go back to Philly. It's sad. It's always sad. You know what I'm saying? Because the mother had moved with them to Louisiana because she had nowhere to go. They evicted. So, and it was
that is true because of that whole Goomba situation and everything too.
Yeah, it was like evicted. And so you already know if you get an eviction on your record, you're not going to be able to get another place with an eviction. You're not. And now that Jag got criminal stuff on her record, it's difficult for her to get another place. But thank you, Happy, for coming on.
No, I'm not finished.
Go ahead. You've 2 more minutes.
Yeah, prayers to Jamie Foxx and his family and all of those affected. They said that he said that somebody tried to kill him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that somebody poisoned him or whatever. Somebody was trying to take him out of here.
That's exactly what he said. And we definitely
And what was the last one? You talking about Flame.
We definitely
see. I didn't listen to that whole interview yet or anything, but my thing is this: as far as the genitalia goes, T.S. Madison still has hers. She brags about it every chance she gets. She talk about her being there every day. So I don't get where this. That's what it is, right? Selective outrage.
So it is selective outrage, but.
Because you like one person more than you like the other person, because one person speaks out about it and one person doesn't, because one person puts a tape over her mouth or turns her head and pretends to fall out because they don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I feel you on that. But
you understand what I'm saying?
I hate you, but the thing that really got the nail in the coffin for her career in the community, she sat on a show with people that are anti-LGBT. We know Minister Farrakhan is anti-LGBT.
Oh, so it's the fact that the person she was with when she said
I don't know if you know who Rizza Islam is. If you don't know, you need to Google and you can understand why the community is highly upset, because they don't believe that men are to be together, women are women to be together. They don't believe in it. They damn sure don't believe in trans. So
okay, but she went up there, but they still interviewed her, right?
They still interviewed her, yes, but it was a narrative that the reason why they picked her and not T.S. Madison is because Flame Monroe don't believe that we should be forced with labels, all labels like that. They don't believe, Flame is Flame is the type of person that she only put her wig on to perform and do interviews, but in her personal life, she's a whole man. You know what I mean? Like that's what
you can't be a whole man with breasts. You cannot be a whole man with breasts.
And she said she do not care if you call her a man. I knew that because when I first met, Flame Monroe, I used to know her in the Chicago comedy clubs, and when she do drag shows, I knew her then. She fell off my radar. I'm growing up, I just fell off, and I got reintroduced to her when she was on She Ready, Tiffany Haddish show. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the Flame. I remember her from Chicago. And then when she did T.S. Madison's show, and when T.S. Madison, they had a disagreement because Madison said, I don't like that you call me no man. I don't like no political. You respect me. I'm a woman. And Flame was like, listen, he, she, we. You call me, man, it ain't gonna bother me. Those are I
remember all of that, Wiley. Yeah, but you're not telling me the whole point of the thing, because, like I said,
because you have to watch the interview.
Okay, okay. So you're telling me watch the interview, right? Like I said, I didn't watch the interview. So what part is the outrage?
Dan Flame did an interview with Hope Giselle. This is like a couple of months ago. when Dave Chappelle was going through with the trans, they dragged Flame Monroe, saying you bootlick for straight people for jobs. So she have already been labeled not a real trans woman. Like I talk to many trans activists, they can't stand Flame Monroe. It is what it is. That's the community. It is what they say the same thing to me because I like women. So it is what it is. And they
Okay, so you know what's so crazy? Because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for women, where would anybody be? Nowhere. And I'm not talking about giving birth to them. I'm talking about who are the biggest supporters. Because the LGBTIA plus community don't even stick together. If it wasn't for women, y'all would be nowhere.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Y'all would be nowhere. Y'all don't even stick together. So what is the problem? All this selective outrage. At the end of the day, all y'all be saying the same stuff, especially those that got penises between their legs. So stop it. And then everybody, each and every one of them has said something bad about a natural woman before, including Hope. And me personally, I don't care for Hope because to me, y'all talking about, somebody putting on for the white man. She puts on for the white man. Because behind closed doors, she's not that person. It's just for the interviews. It's the fake activism for me. Because she's not always an activist. She's a sometimes activist. So go look those up. I'm just saying. Let's be clear here. Like, I'm just sick of it. I'm tired of it. At the end of the day, everybody does not have the same opinions. And that just is what it is. Everybody should be able to be themselves. And if you can't be happy for the next person, fine. Don't say anything to them. Leave them alone. Let them be them and do them. Why does it have to be hate? You understand what I'm saying? Why does it have to be jealousy? Why does it have to be all that extra? And then you're supposed to be all inclusive. So why isn't it not all inclusive? Y'all want to be praised. Y'all want to be thanked. Y'all want to be put up on these pedestals, as you like to say, by the white man, right? Y'all all want the jobs by the white man, but y'all want to get mad at her for doing an interview with some people that obviously don't agree with whoever. And so what if they don't agree with y'all? So what? That doesn't mean you shouldn't keep knocking on these doors and kicking these doors down at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
You don't gotta invite me in. I'm gonna bust this door down and I'm gonna do what I need to do. You understand what I'm saying? I will fight my way in. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I will create my own space first and foremost. Create your own. You get what I'm saying? That's the first thing people need to learn how to do too, is create their own space. If you don't like what somebody's doing over here, then don't worry about what they're doing over there. Worry about you. You get what I'm saying? Do your own thing. Start your own thing. Grow your own stuff. Especially your food too. People need to understand that. I don't care if it's a tiny little box. Start growing some kind of vegetable or something, please. Because I'm telling y'all, what they doing to the food supply is a trick. It's a trick, and they killing all the cows and everything else. I'm telling you,
all right,
y'all gotta be safe out here when y'all buying all this stuff. And the last, okay, I'm leaving alone. All right. Can I stay in the back though, so that way I'm not delayed?
All right, thank you. Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank y'all so very much. I want to say shout out to the new members that are here that have showed up. Also, too, this is we've been on here for 2 hours and 30. We've been on 2 hours and 32 minutes. I want to say this really quickly. If you have not became a member, join today. We're doing our members only live sometime this week, so join. We got some stuff over there. Now, mind you, if you missed the live, you missed it because it's on Zoom, and you must have your laptop so I can send you the file. You can rewatch the replay. Okay. Then sometimes we will upload it to YouTube, but as of right now, we just doing it that way because I want you to come during the live chat. Okay. So shout out to us, showing love. It's great. Shout out to the members. You all, this is what we're doing. This is going to be awesome. Don't forget, May 1st, we're going to be on member. We're going to be transitioning out of Station Head. We're going to be on the Zooms. Definitely going that way. Shout out. It was great. A little bumpy wine, a little ghetto, a little nut if you buck in the beginning, but it was good vibe. Okay. So we'll be right back live soon. Not right back, but soon. But we ask if you like the video. Now I know it's gonna be a lot of comments, gonna say a lot of things. We ask that you don't use profanity. We ask that you do not use profanity. We ask that you please bring all your grievances on the comments. Don't try to text me. Leave that in the comment. Okay. Leave them text messages open for tea. Okay, with gossip tea and everything. Okay, thank you so very much. I don't get involved with I don't have a Discord. Okay, I don't. And when I get a Discord, I will let you all know. But as of right now, I do not have no Discord. What I do have, WileyTheTroll.com, Twitter at Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW, Instagram, Wiley Show, Snapchat, Wiley Show. I mean, all over Wiley Show Facebook page, Wiley Show. This is just all that. Just type us in and you can subscribe to our show. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, it was a lit show. It was fun. Make sure you all donate to our GoFundMe. We have a traveling GoFundMe page. So make sure y'all contribute to the GoFundMe. Y'all haven't donated to that lady, put that, or hit our Cash App. Our Cash App is $Marquise Wiley 28, and you can donate to our Cash App right now. $Marquise Wiley 28. I was gonna come back live, but I'm gonna wait. So y'all can have some videos tomorrow, so I don't have to rush to it and don't have nothing to talk about tomorrow. So y'all go ahead on. Thank y'all. Leave a comment. I want to say shout out to Megan Ebony for coming on, showing us love. Shout out to Proud of Me and Dee Dee Rich Girl for them getting all ratchet. Love that. So yeah, they came through. Love each and every one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love the energy. We're gonna do an after show over there on Station Head. So come through on Station Head. All right, we're gonna keep this after show going on Station Head. Let me know. Did y'all enjoy the Members Only Live? Let me know. And I got that in honor of Kevin Samuels. I'm like, wait a minute, let this be I'm gonna let the members shoot. Y'all, you want to be in these companies, you got to pay. All right, so get them green symbols, right? Okay, what are you trolling for free? Now if you want to troll, you got to pay. Okay, the WWE Station Head. So I know y'all gonna be ratchet over the Station Head. You need to fire her because I'm seeing the messages talking about fire. Proud of me, she messy, blah blah blah. But I make the decision. I fire people when I get ready, and I ain't firing nobody. As long as the ratings up, we good. Okay, more members have joined ever. So Proud of Me gonna stay. She's she's good in my eyes. Ain't nobody hurt. She talk a little something. That's what females do. They talk a little something. They want Wiley attention. You know what I'm saying? So okay. Because the energy she keep it spicy. And it is what it is. So we more y'all commenting and everything. We keeping her until I make the decision. Okay. If you want to vote, hit you can vote some other time, but I ain't firing nobody. I like her. All right. I like her. All right. I like Dee Dee Rich Girl because Dee Dee Rich Girl always say, I know she probably upset, but she always tell me she still watching. She probably say, you gonna do an after show? I love Dee Dee Rich Girl. And so love y'all. No, I already told her I would get Proud of Me some 7 more days to see how she do within these 7 days, and we will keep y'all updated in that order. Thank you all so very much for coming through. I want to say, little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When times get hard, put God first. Thank y'all so very much. Shout out to Takashi 6ix9ine family for coming through. Make sure we'll be live on Station Head. I want y'all to join us over there on Station Head. It's going to be fun. I will see y'all over there on Station Head. Peace.